Alright, sorry about the technical difficulties. Jesus Christ, that was rough to figure out. What's poppin', everyone? It's your boy Levi. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Play Like a Pro Season 2, Episode 1. If you're unfamiliar with this series, it's the series where I look at NA's top players and try to analyze why they're so successful in all of their games. We did solos in early access, we did squads in Season 1, and I wanted to kick off Season 2 with a very special episode. We're going to be looking at Team NoFlame as a whole and how their run through Worlds went. If you missed the Worlds, it was a tournament where one NA team was flown out to KR to compete in a 6-game tournament against some other country representatives. Team NoFlame, our NA team of Superior, Frankie, and Anot, did really well. They managed to pick up 3rd overall and even took a Game 5 win. If you're new to Play Like a Pro, I normally watch the replays of these players and talk about what makes them so successful. However, because this was a tournament and I don't have the replay code for it, we'll be watching the broadcast on Twitch. Unfortunately, that will mean it's shit quality. This also means we won't be able to focus on Team NoFlame specifically, so I'll do my best as to be as analytical as possible when they're on screen, and hopefully have some hype reactions when the other teams are on screen. And because we're watching NoFlame specifically in games, when they full wipe, we'll be cutting the game. It also helps make sure that I'm not going to be here all day doing this, so I encourage you to watch the full VOD on the Eternal Return Game Twitch channel if you haven't. Lastly, I also want to give a quick shout out to Circadia and Shuvi Senpai for the wonderful cast as always. You guys rock, and I appreciate your efforts having to fill over an hour of delays before the first game. Also, part of the technical difficulties, I am multi-streaming this on YouTube and Twitch. If you're watching the YouTube VOD, just know that you can catch me on Twitch streaming occasionally. If you're watching this live on Twitch, be sure to like the YouTube VOD if you can, it helps me out. That being said, we'll jump into Game 1.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
All right, Game 1. You know, NoFlame played the same comp every game. Sua, Sylvia, and Anot. And I think the big highlight is Sua in these lobbies. Sua looks like it had some good matchups against some teams. It was a little rough in other teams. That double mage comp that you see down there with the Adriana, Irem, Bianca. Really good matchup into that comp. Unfortunately, there's a lot of basic attackers though, which kind of hurts Sua. Double Felix, triple Felix actually in this first game. Rio, William. These are matchups that Sua doesn't really want.
Make sure you guys are here for the rest of the night again. Drops are here, so people who've been here already from the start.
I hope you guys all enjoyed Worlds, those that stayed up for it. Super hype watching it.
If you haven't been here for the first hour, then well, stay for longer. There you go.
Christ.
Hopefully I'm not having problems on YouTube now that I fixed the Twitch side of things. Jesus.
Just a smidge.
I'll do some testing off stream to hopefully figure it out. It's something with my bitrate. I switched some settings over the weekend and it's been affecting it.
I think that's the first
so if you look at the bottom right of the map, you can see that NoFlame has started to move into stream. Game plan, I believe they had Anot funneling a few items for Frankie and Superior so that they could all meet up and stream, and that was kind of the goal. Unfortunately, this first game, MSJ just raw TPs into stream on top of them. This is not like a pattern that we'll see throughout the rest of the games, but I think the first game jitters kind of got to them a little bit.
You know what I mean? So
their names will be in Korean, but that is Team NoFlame in the light green, Team 4.
I don't think you're going to have the chance to.
This is a little bit of a like disrespect play. Didn't react right away. Alonso dives in deep, and I think they could have probably backed off here a little bit. Maybe even took this engage here onto the Alonso, but they kind of just let Anot die here. A little bit of first game jitters, I think.
Yeah, that is a very passive
You didn't finish the stream last night. Who won? I believe it was MSJ.
But they just kind of left Anot out to die.
They won by 2 points, I believe.
Is going to be completely decimated. There's nothing left in hospital either.
Here's the scoring if you missed last night.
Further back burner than
MSJ,
a lot of people might
98 points, Shark 96, NoFlame 70.
To actually farm, and there's too far of a distance for them to go into any places.
So Anot gets sacrificed on day 1. Night 1, they want to group up and try and find bears. They unfortunately get their route kind of stolen from them. MSJ takes the stream bears, and then one team had already farmed hospital, so they didn't really get to farm out there. There's a huge uptown fight here, huge cluster.
in relevance here, or are they still trying to fight? Shark is looking. You can see the IRM trying to position for a knockup, but not
I believe they defaulted to factory after this. MSJ passed up into temple, and no flame path down in the factory. Day one is kind of all about tempo. Trying to get your farm routes, looking to try and get picks without fully committing. You don't want to get wiped, especially in a tournament setting. Getting set behind early can kind of set the tone. As you can see, they're here in factory. Trying to force here. Superior takes about a quarter HP just off the start, not corner checking with Q. And then really good stasis on the Shukai, kind of baits them all in. And they don't kill the Priya here, which is the big issue. They kind of switch targets a little bit. I know Superior didn't get the heal due to the stasis, and they didn't get enough damage down on the Priya to pop her, so a little unfortunate. Another rough start. Alonzo Suicidal is a really good 1-2 punch. I really like that combo. Alonzo diving in with E gives Superior a lot of options. He can either go for QR, and that's like the double stun and ton of damage, and because he has a melee like character with him on the team, he doesn't need to go for ERE too much. Also can go for the QE as well, standard Suicidal combo for the knockup.
It says the player names. That's super cool. Look at that.
But unfortunately, yeah, they are gonna miss out on Horde getting pushed out of factory, waiting for A0 to respawn.
We have the impromptu graphic to see who is who.
TP up into archery. I think this is a bold TP considering they would have had radar scan and would have been able to see some teams. And they do get their first kill, which is huge. Kind of split a little bit. Frankie is going to be able to get away here on the bike. It's good that they recognize the danger right away after getting that kill on Felix. You know, the double flash out.
Yeah, the finishing line is going to slow her down. She's trying to
and the double blink out. Chase down another kill, pick up a stray Lenny, and there's the double blink. Now, A0 probably could have blocked that for Frankie. Doesn't, gets bullet straked, but I think realistically one person is probably going to go down there. That's not too bad, especially when you're trading it for a kill.
I think the right idea here, since you've been put so far behind in the early stages of the game, you gotta try to do something while people don't really.
In those kind of situations, if you know that like you're gonna get engaged on with a third party, you don't really have time to assess the situation. You kind of just have to get out, and I think that's why the double blink came out there. A0 really didn't have time to step in front, but it would have been a good play if he could have.
This poor Irem yet again Bible trying to run away. And there we go. Gonna be going on in will be Mong Nani with a massive Reign of the Vampire Queen.
I believe they'll choose to respawn police station.
Will lock up the Alonzo.
Still some time into before night one, so gonna try and look for some wolf camps, maybe some stray hunts. I'll do a hunt rotation guide at some point. It's hard to like pick a zone at this point because all the wolf zones probably would have been farmed at the start of day 2, and none of the bear zones will be respawning yet. So I think your real options are like the zones with neither of them in it, and they chose police station.
So it is a good start.
Rio Arrow comes out again. Alonzo forced to block it. Doesn't get the spell shield for the slow, and then he's just going to get picked off again. He kind of splits off just so that his team doesn't get chased. He will spawn in time for the battle zone, but a little bit unfortunate that A0 goes down again. Alonzo is super susceptible to getting picked off. As tanky as he is early, he unfortunately can't get away from most instances, especially if he gets slowed. You know, his CC shield immune is pretty good. Yep, we're back. His CC shield immune is pretty good, but it doesn't affect slows at all. So if you are able to slow him with the Rio arrow, there's not much he can do to get out. Superior would have needed to shield him right away, but didn't get it in time. Kind of out of range.
That was a really nice initiation. The Lenny did a triple spring trap around, but all it did was just bring him closer to the Lenny, and once that Lenny gets caught out, it's a little bit difficult to reinitiate. A lot of good damage coming out.
At night 2, I think because you didn't get to the battle zone in time, you probably look for farm for bears if you can. Maybe even an alpha if available, knowing a lot of these teams will be in the battle zone.
There is nothing left in the hands of the Celine. Will get taken down. This means Shark takes the battle zone inside of Hotel.
They're opting for just a farm route. A lot of the reason is because they were on the right side of the map. The bear zone and stream and the bear zone and alley were both battle zones and taken, and both those teams are probably going to run for the temple horde. So realistically, good decision to not go over there. Would have been the weaker team of these 3 teams trying to contest.
Narrowly miss Priya. Whoa, that was really close, but it looks like They still want some of this, Shuvi.
Can look for a day
Yeah, you can
3
see
objective
the
as well,
crowd.
though.
I like this. I like that fact.
And even in this comp here, we see Alonso get slowed again by the Shukai Q, and there's not really much you can do about it. Now the speed ups
being like, oh,
from Priya will help them get away, but
I mean, that is what
MSJ not going to be able to chase that team down.
So well. We saw this during season 1. What is it? The season 2.
I also try and keep my mouse off the screen if I can. That's not my mouse in the bottom right here. This is tournament mouse.
Souls, leading to them having the upper hand in the initiation of the fight. Electric Shift also gives Rio so much range when you do use that Daikyu bow. So yeah, I like to see. I'm liking the
trap
fact
set
that
here in Chapel,
is still
vision
playing
trap.
aggressive as before. It's nice to see that happening. Great check.
And just for a heads up, that is Nero on the Lenny.
Check on that corner.
He is on B Kamachi.
See how this is going to go. Bullseye. They're going to try and find an in here with this Celine.
Good spacing here. Get the Alonso to commit. Big Felix Q. A little bit of an overcommit. Felix jumps in. Big double knockup. And William's going to E in to sacrifice himself to hopefully the Celine gets away. No flame here in Forest, getting ready for day 3, 30 seconds until day 3. Gonna look to pick up the tree.
There's nobody in stream. Of course, these guys don't know it, but we do. There's another fight coming through. It's actually going to be
see how they manage the Forest fight. Forest is a good corridor for them. Hard to dodge Sua if you can fight a team that doesn't want to fight in a straight line. This is a 5 transition Rio on day 2. Super scary. Definitely funneled.
5 transitions in. We've seen this time and time again in the past couple of patches.
Yeah, I was gonna say Romatic already. If he is not fully built,
it looks like it'll be a free tree over there in Forest. You can see in the mini map they are alone there.
Really crazy how fast they're able to build that Rio up. Such a low economy.
A lot of credits too, so they might look to call in soon.
This team, and this is one of the reasons why they run it. Romatic has been playing so well, but of course he's got.
They have a standoff here in Chapel for this purple box. Looking like they don't want to commit though.
I have no clue because it doesn't tell us on the graphic on the
No Flame runs into the double mage team. This is a good fight. This is a tough area though, because Bianca and Adri both like a fight in here. Even Irem likes to fight in here. They probably already crafted a tree. Big Bianca Galt comes down, and then the Adri and Bianca combo just shreds the Alonso. It's kind of what I was talking about again, where Alonso can't really get himself out. A little unfortunate. That will be the first 250 credits to revive Alonso this game.
Again, triple mages.
Getting killed right at the start of day 3 hurts. It kind of kills your tempo because you do need to revive to get that teammate back. You don't lose out too much just because it's right at the beginning of day 3, but in return you can't use your credits for transition items.
2 people strong. They did end up rezzing
OMG, what the fuck? Already full build? Yeah, I mean, when you're all teams, it's likely that your team will funnel your best damage dealer. Carla probably has some items, but like their Alonso's credits basically are going to Rio. They also got day 2 objective and a battle zone objective, so that's 2 free transitions there. And Rio's fairly cost efficient. All her items are tree or meteorite. She doesn't have any force core or blood.
Felix for both teams as well as the Lenny, but instead of a Magnus, it's going to be an Irem for Ragnarok, and there it already begins.
Lenny gets pushed in here. Big bike. Third party comes out too.
Guess what? Here's the third.
Bullseye gonna look to take down B Kamachi.
And I believe that is going to be a dead.
That's gonna be a dead Magnus. Kind of similar to Alonso. Magnus doesn't have great tools to get himself out because the bike has to start up. A little bit better than Alonso, obviously, if he can get a clear path.
People left and right. It doesn't matter which team they're looking at, as long as this William has the fastballs. They just do not care. Will constantly be throwing those damage outputs from nothing to say.
And as you go into night 3, you want to be looking for purple boxes if you can. No Flame had to go revive a teammate, so they probably aren't in a position to contest a purple box, but they did use their credits to call in. As you can see, 100 over on Frankie and Superior.
Have it. He wants to try getting through. We'll just get Spring Trap back. While that happens, we have another fight down towards Forest. As man,
let's see what zone they end up in.
Really on a rampage here. They want to get these leads early on, and another fight in Temple.
I was gonna say
SJ picking up a fight over the Omega.
Today, as our poor chef here from Tongsha about to go down,
picking up another kill. It's crazy how strong this team looks playing S3. They're so coordinated.
Yeah, Mira and Sejong is really starting to ramp up the pace here. With that, Omega picked up as well.
Looks like No
It's gonna
Flame is
start
pathing
ramping that base
into
damage output to
gas
the
station.
max. I saw 2 transitions on the Carla right now.
Gonna
with
probably
Holding
look for the
Ghost and
bear
Holy
up there.
Orders.
Maybe some
There are
wolves
plenty
respawning.
of items that character could go. I think
Trying to
the
farm some
Tellurian
mastery
Plane
any way they
coming out
can. They're a
just
little bit down
moment
this
here
game.
for one
I like that they're
circle.
playing safe,
And now is when that
especially because it's the
time
first
this
game.
team
You know,
becomes
you don't need to
terrifyingly
go all
scary
out in the
because you
first
start
game of
finishing up
6.
your items. You have 435
Obviously, you want
credits on
kills, try and get
Rio
on the
as well.
board,
Blood Sample
but
is very
they're
much
not
an
in a
option. The
horrible
bite
spot. You
is
know,
gonna land
they did
into a
lose
wall. Reign of the Vampire
250
Queen is
credits
coming.
early,
This is a
but
perfect corner. This
it's not
Magnus has
the worst in the
absolutely
world.
nowhere to go, and his teammates cannot support
Shark
this.
picks up a
Mikomachi
kill
loses another yet again.
on B Komachi again.
Unfortunate there for Kazaroth going on down, but Nero.
No
does
Flame
have
pathing
the
into
first
fire
pick
station here. Might be able to pick up a
so
third party.
once Nero
You should
and
see
Mirai
pings
are sure
on,
to go
I believe, the
on over to
board
the
that got
chaos,
farmed
they
over
will
there.
get Kazaroth back up, but man, Shark and Midai and Sejong Shuvi, they are just on a rampage.
They're looking to get cams because they're establishing vision.
Yeah,
this is too far
looking
for their
tough
vision
here
range
too,
to be able to
because Shoji
seal.
goodbye. They've been far behind. They were getting taken down yet again. The Cal drops down on the ground. They're even forcing out the soul thing, but it doesn't matter. The chase potential from this Felix is a little bit too much. There's no damage coming out from this Chloe anymore either. Will gets
the bear
by the
stun.
bear. You can't do that.
Unfortunate.
But I haven't.
No Flame gonna run into MSJ here. Good check on the Alonso. Pulls him into the back line. Frankie very defensive, biking out.
Not going to be a factor in the remainder of this fight for now.
You should look to reset this fight. One thing that No Flame probably isn't used to playing in this international tournament is that when playing in NA, they can probably take a lot of fights on their own accord just because of the talent gap. A lot of time NA teams will play slow and try and engage. MSJ specifically tries to play fast. I think they're always hiding behind corners looking for picks, and they definitely won't give No Flame time to engage. In No Flame's old comp, they used to run Fiora instead of Alonso, and they would often look to QR from Sua before they engage, but I think with Alonso, they probably look for EQ from Alonso into QE or QR from Sua.
Really know what they're gonna do, but it is No Flame. We can still have hope because they are North America's hopes and dreams right now here.
Credits looking healthy on No Flame. They have enough to res if they get caught out. There's a lot of teams in this area. There's another check by MSJ, kind of doing everything right. No Flame looking to engage on the kiosk, but kind of pull out. Probably a transition gap, or they see pings in the area and don't want to get third party. They should have cameras at this point.
There's a lot of teams around this area.
Yeah, I think they're trying to reset the camera vision, but they're going to get pushed out.
Spawning towards the bottom side of the map down there in Forest, so teams are going to slowly but surely start moving away. But that's a lot of poke. That's a beautiful knock-up rotation.
A lot of things you have to worry about in tournament play compared to like ranks ladder is that a lot of these teams will be making it to day 4 and 5. Like it's no strange thing to have like 7 teams on day 5, night 4.
Poking them out, which means it's going to be minus 250 on the side of Team Shark. Wow, what a dominant team, just falling thanks to the work of Tangshi.
Yeah, my god, that is really insane, but we can't not doubt these Chinese teams. They are absolutely insane.
Yeah, there's no just pure wipes with one team having all the kills. Yeah, it's fairly controlled. You'll see it a few times happen where teams slip up a little bit, but it's usually from misplays. It's not because they were like caught out.
Not even gonna contest this.
This is a free wick for MSJ. No Flame's kind of alone up in Fire Station. We have a whole bunch of teams here in Chapel.
Signature Fireball is gonna go down early, but that's a double way. What is it?
That's an Alonso pick there, and we have No Flame fighting B Komachi in the bottom left.
They will get it.
They have the transition advantage, I think. There's the pick. It looks like they're going to take a pick onto, there's one. They might pick up 2 here if they can get in front of the Magnus to stop the bite. It looks like they will, so that's 2 kills there. Let's see where they go, because they're kind of trapped here. This is a yellow zone, they got 40 seconds left. If I'm them, I would probably TP.
What is going on?
It's hard to TP because there's still 7 teams alive. Now, you know one of them's only 1 member, but I think, yeah, there's the TP. It goes into Warehouse. That's a good choice. It's a yellow zone. Timer's respawning soon. Huge damage coming out of Salim there. But late in the game, if you are forced to TP, typically you don't want to. You want to run whenever possible, but if you're forced to TP because you're stuck on the wrong side of the map, just on how the game's going, Try to TP into a yellow zone because it's likely teams are getting out of that zone to go into a new zone. So I really like this TP in the warehouse. They avoided Chapel clusterfuck.
Shark is here as well. You're right. They're trying.
They will end up being in a pretty good spot too. With one team in between them, they can force them back into the other team. Superior ease in, kind of forcing them to take damage. So it's day 5. There's no more reses, right? One thing that you want to do is that with this many teams alive still, you don't want to hard commit to your fights. I think they got scared a little bit by the Adri in a tight corridor. Don't want to commit onto the other team, but when it's day 5 like this, don't want to commit to your fights. You want to look to try and get people killed, not necessarily pick up fight wins until the numbers thin out a little bit. There's 2 little zones. As you can see, everyone's here in Chapel. There's Adriana in the corridor again. It's a lot of damage. Superior double ER. They stop the Adri dash and she blinks out, and that's going to be a ton of damage again. Anot's going to have to sacrifice. These two need to just get themselves out. It's unfortunate. They do. It is day 5, so they won't be able to revive. Not that they had the credits anyway. It looks like they bought right before. They're not in a bad spot. They have 4 transitions on the Frankie and probably 5 transitions on the Superior.
Every single fight that we have seen so far, even with that damage.
Alonso not going to be able to get out of that situation, but not the worst in the world.
I mean, it's nice to see
they can still rat. They know there's a team of 1 somewhere that they can try and get a kill on.
It's not a bad idea for them to do so, but they just haven't
Superior's
been
a little trapped in between here. Got split off from Frankie.
Any of these fights either, right? Not just constantly being forced to use a shield in a really awkward
Superior did a really good play there of like kind of walking back into MSJ despite them being the Wick team, just to kind of bait that he wasn't alone. Just wanted to make sure it looked like he had a team. I think that kind of like if he eases in the way, maybe that signals MSJ to like go on them.
Up here for Team Shark, and again another third party potentially coming through, but No Flame just doesn't have any power behind.
They know this team just fought. They would have heard it being nearby, so they probably would try to fight while they don't have cooldowns, thinking maybe they could win a 2v3. Superior tries to pick up the kill on the Lenny here. Too much healing though. And I think he's going to get himself killed for it. That's not a bad play, honestly, when you're 2 trying to get the straggler kill. So you will outplace them anyways. Unfortunately, Frankly is going to go down as well. Not going to be able to killed the Priya before. So overall, not a bad game to start off. Well, not a great game either. Doing better than 4 of the teams means that they will get some decent amount of points to keep themselves in contention, but typically you want to see better games than this. Now, we'll see the final fight here, so I'll just leave it.
Team Shark to back this up. They're already there. The positioning is really good. This is not a corner or an entry.
Nothing like the Chapel Forest gatekeep. This was a staple in early access of a turn on return, trying to gatekeep people from walking through these 2 paths.
Trying to get some of it back, but what do you even do in a situation like this? This is so rough. This Alonso is unkillable. Unfortunately,
MSJ is going to pick up game 1 win. That'll be a theme. I believe they won 4 of the 6 games.
Sejong take game number 1 here.
So that was game 1.
Yeah, you can see the difference in how the positioning for the Alonso.
We'll skip ahead to game 2. Don't need to see the replays in between.
I was gonna support Chloe. It looks like
I'm only about a 10 showed you could buy, but as well, you do you now?
I do want to highlight character select real quick if I can.
Is incredible so far, and
I did show it. Okay, no worries.
On.
So day 1 kind of the same again. Everyone kind of just getting their builds online.
This event.
No Flame doing the same comp. They do opt to, instead of sticking around in the stream and waiting for MSJ and the Bears, they do opt to early TP into
that happened in game number 1.
Doc, I believe.
The problem is Chloe needs to be here. They're gonna fall down again. So
MSJ and Shark kind of own Forest. A little bit rough for every other team you'll see throughout the tournament.
The reasons why going Forest like 2nd or 3rd right now is not really that coveted, because it's the same thing as going to Pawn 3rd. There's nothing there. Players have already searched through that area, and if you start going to Fire Station, there's like 6 people there that are full build that's already ahead of you.
So there's the TP. You can see Anot up there in the stream.
The situation that Zekurip is going to have.
Superior's up there as well. They're hovering the teleporter.
Just decide to play the exact same build through the entire night.
I think the MSJ TP was like a random TP from the first game. I don't think they normally do that.
Oh! That's an 80 ping.
but they're deciding to pivot into Doc. And I think that's a good adaptation. Can pick up the Bears there. Don't have to worry about fighting possibly the strongest team at night on night one.
Doesn't kill, but they invested a lot. The Bike from Hell is going to be on full cooldown here. We did see the Tempest Hydra coming through.
There is another team here.
The fighting capabilities of Commentate.
This is a much easier team for them to fight.
Minutes starting from now.
Engage on the Felix, and then they can kind of just front to back it.
As it is night number 1, Frankie doing a ton of damage.
Felix gonna have to go down here. Does manage to get himself over the wall, but he's basically pushed out of the fight. Gonna get run down.
Windscar 1, Windscar 2, Windscar 3. He gets the shield from spear weaving. The only problem is Lenny's
and there's
down.
the kill.
No support for the
Superior able to get the Lenny up at the top as well, so that's 2 kills off the start. Much better start than game 1. Love to see it. And this is going to be the start of the first pattern we're going to see from No Flame. We're going to see the stream into Doc, into Chapel walk up for the Hyperloop more often. I think it's a much better strategy for them than trying to stick stream for the stream bears. Who knows if stream was actually their plan, because we do see the Doc warehouse a lot. Might have been Jay, we're just late.
Yeah, you know, she can't. There's no real like rabbit hole to kind of dive in for a character like this, unfortunately. So you can't just like do a little bit of event.
Unfortunately, they don't get the warehouse bears, but they are going to pop in the chapel here. Going to look for meteorite. That meteorite should go to Superior for Magic Bat. I believe that's their first transition. We'll see if Frankie gets it for DM, but I think it will be Magic Stick.
But as we start getting to that point where we are going to go into day number 2, dying at this stage is going to hurt a lot more because your death timers are a lot bigger, although teams are still opting to take fights here. The defense shred has already gone through for the Marcus, but the damage is actually starting to come out. The triple mage comp is actually not being able to find a lot of success, but this Adriana burn is good. Will the Bianca get taken down? I don't necessarily think so. The Lenny gets locked down here, no support coming through, and there it goes.
Big pickup on the Lenny there.
The cat falls down.
Good trade, 1-for-1. Felix can do a lot here.
No, Felix doing a lot of damage.
Doesn't have spear skill to knock out the Bianca. Doesn't need it.
Pick up the Bianca, and somehow Ikomachi walks away with the victory here, and Ragnarok too.
Oh wow, yeah, No Flame with another kill as well.
No Flame picked up a kill over in Chapel, and it looks like they should get this meteorite.
Kill heavy game so far. Shark able to live forth.
Trees were pretty contested in this tournament. I think the meteorites were a little bit more free, so I think that's a little bit better for them. Lonzo picking up a free tree as soon as I say that.
Yeah, it's just so many of these teams are spending so much time in
a free meteorite for No Flame, and then TP up into Hotel. That's going to be for the Wolf rotation. I imagine the plan was probably Archery for the Horde, but Archery already had a team in it. They would have seen it on radar scan. Ops for Hotel, pick up the Wolves and the Hunts there. 2 dogs as well, I believe. There's teams in Hospital as well, so they won't be able to get the Hospital Factory Wolf Horde combo.
It's gonna hurt a lot. Fleeting Arrow lands on towards the Felix, but the Rio gets annihilated. There was nothing
Rio gets exploded. I might pick up 2 here. I don't think Alonzo can get himself out. Shukai spear skill pushes them back. Yeah, that's a dead Shukai too. That slows MSJ down a little bit, losing 2 on day 2. They will revive, but that's mastery off the Rio.
With 21 points, Tongshi and Mirai and Sejong both have 15 points, but second and third respectively.
No Flame opting for Beach. Beach is a really good battle zone for them here. They'll probably stick around here to the battle zone. Attack battle zone is pretty good for Sua and Sylvia, as well as Beach being one of the best battle zones regardless of if you need the type or not. 3 bears and Beach are respawning, plus the 2 from the Horde. It's a ton of experience, and it's really close to Uptown. You can run down there if no one's there as well.
I can't edit on like a preview mode, so unfortunately it's just gonna look terrible, so I'm just gonna read it out.
Maybe just screenshot it then and post it as like as an image on a scene or something.
We'll see if any other teams show up to contest them at Beach.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
I imagine a lot of teams would.
Scores, you know? Hearing it is nice, but that's a 3-man.
Beach is such a good battle zone.
What is it? 3-man ult there. This is pretty nice.
It's a lot of open space too, which makes it a little bit hard to dodge.
For what it is, the Marcus is dead. Felix about to fall here too. Tongshi, okay.
Wow, yeah, Tongshi has been cooking.
Doc's not a bad one either. 2 bears there, plus the warehouse one's nearby. You can also make a call in immediately after, so it's pretty good. A lot of these teams looking like they might miss battle zone chasing kills. Lenny's gonna go down here, and that's gonna be a team wipe. That's their first team down. Looks like Shochi Kubai is going to enter the beach battle zone. So we should have a 3v3.
Another big fight, and it looks like, oh, Mirai and Sejong. Looks like, no, my God, the reversal from the Nana in the damage.
Yeah, we'll have a 3v3 here. No Flame heading over.
My God,
Let's see if they can pop the Bernice. Attack battle zone. They should do a ton of damage. They should be able to take out Bernice and Chloe very quick.
Around like no tomorrow, going one direction and then another. Just didn't
Sniper
have a
skills
chance
with.
to do anything about that. The
Alonso gauge is on Alonso. Their Alonso gets burned down. Look how quickly they explode.
The Chloe and the Bernice
Frankie doing really good play there. Let's see if I can rewind that. Watch Frankie right here. Blink on the bike into front flip, knocks up Nina, Chloe, and Bernice. Huge play out of Frankie right there. Very much solo carried that fight, and then they're able to burn down the Soul Link real quick and just leave Alonso. Kind of a forced engage from Chokuchibai by engaging onto No Flame's Alonso, but really good follow-up from No Flame.
Oh my goodness, Tom.
And that's like the power of the Bowser making a like a clean one shot instead of being able to blink away from it. So that would be a total of 5 bears going over to No Flame. Believe gives a pretty good chance to roll RNG materials.
Oh, he stole both the
ton
bears.
of XP. You'll be able to move up to hotel and make some call-ins as well. It looks like they started with their call-ins before the battle zone, given their credits.
Of a game because we're not seeing that many third parties coming through, but
I would imagine with just one team, they'll probably take the Mithril.
Super sick to watch.
And I know Anot likes to funnel his credits for this comp. He likes to go chess piece, transition, and tack skill, I think, and then the rest of the credits go to his team. Kind of as a tank, you really only need your chess piece and attack skill for like the raw tanks.
Gonna say their first 2 field kills of the game there, and unfortunately this poor Chloe is going to have to run away for right now. As we take a look at the map,
Meteorite and Purple Box coming into hotel. They can stick around for the Wolves as well. They have the timer. They can also walk down for a Purple Box and Tree. Let's see what they value more, the Purple Box in Forest and Tree or the Purple Box here in Meteorite.
No third party aspect of it.
Looks like they're going to keep Frankie here for the Meteorite. Maybe look to do some split farming if they can.
Something that I wanted to see compared to game number 1.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So far, Beach is free. There's one team in Chapel that's kind of close to it, but they'd have even pace in getting to the tree, I think.
Especially, I keep bringing it up, but Chapel there towards the end was a little.
You know what Chesty goes on Alonso?
Yeah, just a tad bit silly. But, catching out the prey early on. Echoes of the Earth is going to be invested. Double knockup coming from the Shukai. And
I think it's blazing.
Determined here. If you're going to die, you got to do it
We'll see if they hover it at some point.
Magnus is too tanky, though. They're not doing it. Oh, there goes Kazarov. And they're going to need to do
it. Might be whatever transition we have
will come back up, but now it's all
for the chest at the time. Might see Myth Armor, might see Guardian Suit, but I believe it's Blazing Dress.
Unfortunate for Bikomachi.
Yeah, really
also, hey Adri, how's it going? No Flame moving into Forest.
There's a very nice explosive bola.
They should be pretty strong at this point. Getting a day 2 objective. Getting these bears as well. They probably didn't get the tree, but they're settling for these bears. Do we see what items they have there? I think they hovered Superior. Frankie's got 3 transitions. Yeah, they're hovering Sylvia. Superior's got 3 transitions. They didn't hover Anot.
Moving towards that hospital
zone. Rushing Myth Hill, so I was curious. Yeah, I think he goes Myth. Not Myth. I think he goes chess tactical skill as his only upgrades, which is probably more of like a team thing than a solo thing. But
really, what should I say? They're really.
That Alonso there on the other team didn't have any transitions. He probably had attack skill.
I should say. Is absolutely impressing me right now. This composition.
The Flame just made another call in, it looks like. Their credit, yeah, there's the credits just dropping. Anot just called. Frankie just called. Calling in school.
Impressive for these guys. All credit to them.
That should probably be more funnel.
I know everybody here has been prepping for weeks now. The scrims have been crazy in every single region. It looks like
you'll see a lot of highly low teams kind of spend all their credits. If there's a good pick onto Felix. I have to disengage. Priya walks up. Shukai also walks up to try and save the Priya. Stasis goes down. They're going to be able to pick off Priya. They're going to pick off Felix as well. And good heads up play by Superior to let his team finish off the rest of the kills and chase up here on the Shukai. This should be a wave. Shukai, I don't think, can get away from Suo. Really good heads up play there. Priya kind of stepped up too far there to get the ult down. Able to get a lot of damage. Shukai E'd in to cover the Priya. Priya backed out, and then Priya tried to step forward again to cover the Shukai. A little bit of miscommunication. Kind of fumbled with the stasis as well.
Is a fight that Alonso needs to take. That is how you beat a Shukai. Well played here from NoFlame. A perfect.
You know where each team is from? I watched there. I know there was 2KR at Japan, SEA, NA. One of them's China. I don't know what the other team is.
Transitions, all of those credits going to NoFlame. This is going to be evenly distributed. Look at their credit counts. It's looking really, really good here too. It is a beautiful, beautiful fight to take at the start of day number 3 and knocks down what it is, for what it is, I should say, one of the biggest counters that NoFlame's been worried about.
That is very
heading into night 3 here. We'll see what they decide to do. Probably at this point, just relax a little bit. Make sure you keep getting your mastery up. There goes the arrow. Arrow bow skill. That's going to be a big slow. Elzam Bolador, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Demon Gang. Appreciate it.
Lenny is going to be a little bit isolated, but we'll be able to use that mallet to get over the wall.
Yeah,
Rio Arrow's going to come back up soon. I'm not sure if they might be able to chase this out. They're going to force them in the red at the very least.
Speed coming out from the banneret is going to help this Alonso chase and actually force
in the red.
To walk through.
They might TP in front of them.
Try to get on out of here.
Yeah, there's the TP in front of them. They're going to look to try and hunt them down.
For those guys, it's not that bad.
There's another team here, unfortunately.
This could theoretically be a weird angle that could have been so bad.
Kind of saves them, actually.
I thought that was going to be an instant bola on to Romantic. I got so scared there for a moment.
They might have an angle on that Rio.
Oh, 100%. It's just the invulnerable phase while you hyperloop that just barely managed to save them. I'm pretty sure it was the same case for Shochikubai getting a little bit taken aback there. They probably did not expect that kind of hyperloop to start coming through. But that means Mirai and Sejong, all 3 members alive.
40 seconds into day 4. Haven't really seen a fight break out in a little while. 2 teams are down here. 6 teams going in.
Very close to a blood sample.
3 teams around each other too. We might see a fight break out soon.
Though, they're all chilling as well. Good transitions, good scalings, a lot of characters post level 16 as well, which is exactly where you want to be at the start of day 4.
I was gonna say a lot of teams down here right now, though. Shochikubai, Shark, and B Komachi. It looks like we might have a fight here between Shark and B Komachi.
These zones are turning yellow. They're gonna be forced into. Oh, they're gonna walk up in this pond. Straight bikes out.
Okay, B Komachi wants out of there, Shuvi.
I like the on-the-spot decision-making though, right? B Komachi not
wonder
really
if NoFlame's setting up for Wick soon.
any of these weird fights go and get to their heads, which is good, which is really
yeah, radar scan's gonna come out. People are gonna see this team trapped in temple.
Kind of
and gonna look
to build
the TP.
up towards that later stages of the game and actually taking fights that are on their own terms, which is huge. When it comes to Eternal Return, I like this. It's not bad. It might look.
Looks like NoFlame's TPing into fire. Probably trying to get their hunt rotation.
If you don't like that fight angle,
oh, Lenny caught out way too far from her team. That's just gonna be a free kill.
Unfortunately, Nero gonna fall.
The best play is to follow this team so that they can't res right away. Good spear skill. I don't think you're gonna be able to get away from a Sylvia though. He just has to Q his team and he's gonna get fuel back. Q's the Felix. That's not gonna be enough fuel, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they are. The Felix trying to run. Frankie does find him.
Fuel again. W doesn't hit. A little bit of an odd placement on the W, so that's not going to be a kill. They are going to be able to pick the Lenny though. They should have enough credits to revive. Don't want to overchase too much with 6 teams still alive.
He was in school, right?
No, they were right on the corner right here of both fire station and school. I believe.
Yeah, MSJ's Alonso doesn't have any items still.
That would make a lot of sense. Yep.
Oh, and now poor Kazaroth does have the bike from Hellback and only 12 seconds of timer left there. They do end up getting Nero back up, but a little unfortunate there.
Yeah, a lot of investments going for the side of Team B Komachi. It's not just the credits, but the timer.
They just spent again on Anot, I believe.
In general as well.
Anot down to 67 credits. He's the one that doesn't need the whole credits at all, simply because he's not going to be able to get himself out in the fight unless his team gets like focused down. But Sylvia and Sua are pretty safe, so if anything, Alonzo is going to go down. Bike kind of misses. It looks like an 80 ping bike.
The reign of the Vampire Queen is not stopped here, but everyone is
they funnel Rio as well with Night 2. Yeah, Rio's so cheap on her items, so it's so easy to.
Oh, B Komachi, that's just not the fight angle that you want to take.
You get a day 2 objective and a night 2 battle zone win, and then you just call in 3 items and they're full build. No Flame up here in school. It looks like they found MSJ on the Wick, kind of pushed away from them.
Able to get his team back up. Oh no. Are No Flame actually going to end up finding Nero? They're checking everything.
So I don't know if they would have saw. I would imagine they would have had cameras while MSJ was taking Wick. They probably saw Nero walk into this bush, but one thing you want to do is, if you know a team is ratting, is you want to check the rat locations in each zones. No Flame's going to check this bush here, I imagine. The rat zones for school specifically are this bush that they're about to check, the bush up near gas station on the entrance, and then the doorway to archery in the gym. Those are like 3 really good rats like places to camp if you're in school. Each zone kind of has a few of them. Just making sure that you're checking in the late game, especially if you can still see the team count or the player count. You know one team's not a full team. So really good to find Nero there.
Kills for those guys, 11 in total. Another fight down towards the bottom side of the map. The windup is actually good, but he burns. The Celine is dead. Oh my god, the William needs to try carrying on this fight.
Day 5 is going to come out soon, so no more rezzing.
There we go.
It's another team down too. Shark picks up in full wipe.
To Bullseyes, they just get absolutely disintegrated.
The Flame gonna look for their day 4 TP again. They need to hurry before MSJ finds them. Super Peter cancels his TP, but they don't know.
Oh my god.
It was a little worrisome.
So close to being bad.
Especially because they would have gotten locked out on the day TP.
I have an idea of what's going on. I know they have to hear a few of those sounds.
Yeah, they definitely hear them. Spear's a little bit caught out here. Doesn't spell immune himself. Also, yeah, Alonzo has Blazing Dress, Smith Helm, Centipede, and probably Tax Skill. There's a lot of return damage. This is the comp that they're really good against, the double mage comp for Sua. They're able to pick 2, clearing the bodies so that Adri can't finish them. Adri is low on timer, so they just have to kind of stall. I think they know that Adri's low on timer. Frankie finishes off, so really good pickup on Team Shark.
Over on towards Riori as well. That calls the end of Shark. One of the
especially if that double mage team commits onto the Alonzo like they did. It's really good to fight that team if they can. We'll see that again later in some of the future games. Seems like Team No Flame kind of has Shark's number for a little bit.
They're gonna have to try to get on out of here to the best of their abilities. It's a
you just say USA? Yeah, they're Team USA.
Team that is fully positioned inside of that area. We do have Shochikubai starting to spawn in, but they could not have the leisure of spawning all in at once in the same exact spot. They found the Alonzo. They're trying to kill him before anything happens. The magnetic field doesn't do a single thing.
That's how you punish a TP. They're able to take down Alonzo. Now, normally focusing Alonzo this late in the game is not a good idea, but they have the time. Had the time, had the space, and that creates a 3 versus 3 versus 2. Now, if you're No Flame at this point, you want to make sure that you get rid of those rats before that you fight MSJ. Looks like the other Alonzo has Guardian suit, probably because he's solo frontline. I imagine if you have a melee with you as Alonzo, it's probably Blazing Dress. If you don't, it's probably Guardian suit. It's kind of how I go with 11.
On one circle is absolutely bonkers. Look at that Tellurian timepiece, red shoes on that character. As soon as Superior starts to go in, his healing time is going to be
they definitely don't want to fight MSJ here. MSJ knows that they're stronger and can just kind of bully their way into this. Have to be a little bit worried about the third party, but MSJ doesn't necessarily know that the other team is a team of 2. They can just assume that they're a team of 3.
Fleeting Soul is always an option for the Rio.
I don't think No Flame wants to commit this. Electric shift down. Good disengage. They can look to re-engage here. Carlo's kind of caught. Rio's pushed
There we
out.
go. They're
Engage
trying to go
onto
in
Alonso.
Right now, Frankie in the back. Actually, the expulsion shot is
There's a third party, so disengage. Alonso can't really get himself out. It's gonna be a little tough to try and get him out.
Right now, and there we go.
Insane, no one died there.
Right now, but oh my God, was that close?
Really good tire there. It's gonna scare Rio a little bit.
That MSJ ended up using, but these shots are actually raining true over on towards the members of Team No Flame.
You are on
MSJ
the from
doesn't know about
Superior.
this.
It's gonna get the healing. It's a lot of healing.
Hello. Okay, there we go.
Kind of mass bird.
Okay,
And they are able to take the 3v2 and pick up both kills without losing a member. Really good job there. They do now have positional advantage, but I imagine they're going to get forced out. This comp doesn't really have cooldowns, you know? Alonso's, a lot of his power comes in his his EQ combo. Sua barely has any cooldowns, has a reset mechanic. Sylvia doesn't really have cooldowns, reset mechanic as well.
But now the positioning sucks. Remember, it's a Carla, it's a
Pretty
Rio,
good.
these tight corridors.
Wait.
Pretty good comp for back-to-back fighting. This is a terrible comp for No Flame to fight against. Rio Carla can kind of just poke out. This is also a really tight area to fight in for No Flame. I think there's no way in the world you can win this fight if you try to front to back. I think you kind of have to just YOLO send it and hope it works out. We'll see what they do. They got a lot of timer to work with, can look for an angle. They can't really just E onto the Rio though, because if she electro shifts E's away, there's no way of like walking past them in this tight corridor to get the flank. Frankie can look for a bike around, I guess, but the moment he disappears from vision, they're just gonna force the engage. Frankie gets E'd onto, doesn't get out of the range in time. Defensive bike again. Sua's in there. I don't think there's any way you can front to back this. You know, Frankie kind of disengaged with the bike. Maybe could have blinked forward if he had it onto with the Superior. Try and pop the Rio, but front to back's not really, when you don't have a marksman, front to back's really hard. I think they just kind of have to YOLO send it. I don't know. Not a bad game though. Picked up second place, got a bunch of kills. That's going to move them up in the standings.
Again, No Flame just losing positioning there because A0 didn't have access.
We'll skip ahead for game 3.
Maybe we get Sure on Dylin, you know, Sure. So I
think it's a replay. I believe they took a break after 2 games each. Yeah, they did.
We got the flag up here. Sorry, I'm
heard of these players before.
You know,
Did I go too far? I don't think I went too far.
Or that Priya. Or still critically also be in
game 3.
lines of, you know, you have a tough task.
Once again,
like good luck.
same comp.
Yeah, exactly.
No Flame is tied for second at this point, I believe. I believe MSJ is in first because they have won 2 games in a row and gotten a bunch of kills. And then Shark and No Flame are tied in second.
Is underway. Everybody starting to get their items on lockdown. We already have our character swap ups coming through.
MSJ deciding to switch comps, go from the Heart, Celine, Nikki. This is their Forest terrorizing comp. You do not want to be in Forest at all. You're not safe ever. Stay out of there unless you start there.
It's not going to be a factor. In game number 3 here, this Chloe will not be taken too far back.
And we'll see if with MSJ switching comps, let's see if No Flame immediately TPs to dock or they stick around and stream, feeling less of a threat. If they prep for this team, for this comp specifically, they'll probably know that MSJ terrorizes Forest at this point instead of going to stream like they did in game 1. The slag also, or the stuttering, is not on my end, it's from the stream. And there's a kill already. So there's the Forest terrorize.
Oh my goodness, Nostradamus over here predicting everything, Shuvi.
Yeah. I thought Kazaroth was gonna walk into Chapel, so I thought it was gonna be fine, but I guess not. My goodness.
Yeah, well, Forest will be unfortunately the new cemetery, Shuvi. Oh,
that's gonna be a dead Cicella as well. She's nowhere to go. I think she did get the wolf though.
Nowhere to go.
Poor Nico won. Unfortunately, our poor Cicella going to be going down already.
Yep, sus not having it here in game 3 so far, but death timers are pretty low, and I'm
Stevie and Marlene is super far behind on their build.
That they need, so it's a bit of an early access to a hyper.
We'll group up with their team.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be okay. But now it looks like Shochikabai going to be moving on into Beach, where MSJ is.
MSJ opting for Beach Bears.
Nice little parry there, and it looks like Shochikabai already going to start it off.
They're nuking this Alonso. So much damage out of the Celine.
Alonso not able to heal as much as he wanted, and it looks
they might catch this Bernice too. They are going to get Bernice as well.
The Alonso just really didn't have enough sustainability. It's too early
And I
on in the game,
imagine,
and the crowd control was
yeah, there's no flame, so they did stick around for
perfectly
bears now
coming
that
through from
MSJ
TP9 Sejong. That
is on the other
benefit
comp.
of
So
this
good
team, right?
adaptation,
Seeing
back
as
to
that
their original
charm
plan,
is also
making
available
sure they
for
get their
Matty.
bears, and then there's
You
the
have
TP and the dock
Pure
again.
Rage uppercut to get one target.
Now
You
they
have the
know
charm
there's at
to
least
go
one
down.
team
You
here.
have
This
four
is a
stack
different team than
bombs
they
to slow
fought
them
last
down.
time.
Turbo right after the initiation
Superior taking a
as
ton of
well,
poke
but
before the
this might be a
fight.
little bit of a little
William kind of
situation
stuck in the
that
middle of their
doesn't really
team while
work
he
in
gets
the
blown up
version,
the
but
middle
the crowd
immediately.
control,
Alonso
the
caught him
knock
on a
of the Russian
dash,
from the front
and they
flip
kind of just
off,
locked him
and
down in the middle of their
1.10
team.
coming to
Have to
clutch
flee
as
defensively here.
Frankie
Frankie's going to go down.
manages to
Superior's
knock
going to be
down
able to get
multiple
himself
people
out.
of the
Anot
members
sneaks
of
around the
Team
side, so
Bullseye.
not too
Wow,
bad.
that is not
They
the
do
way
trade
that
it for a
team thought
kill,
that
and I
fight was gonna
think
go.
mastery off
Two
the
members of
William
B Command
for
falling down. We
Sylvia
still
is a
have
good
more
trade.
fights happening in night one.
Yeah,
Not gonna be able to get
Shark
those bears. I don't think they got them before they picked off the William.
Goodbye. About to lose their Alonso as well. My God, Makusa needs to run away again. And it looks like Shochi Goodbye so far in game number 3, not able to find the kills that
MSJ gonna get a lot. Oh, they both teams respawned here in factory.
Getting a little bit bullied by Bullseye. But
Now they have the cooldowns. They could take this fight, especially with the Sylvia healing too. The Sylvia helps restore health faster than the other team can rest, so they could look. A little bit of SP drink sharing. Superior has no food. They're gonna opt to not take it, and it looks like they'll head up into chapel again. It's kind of the same game plan. See if they can get a meteorite for magic stick.
Because it's not level 2 and the cooldowns are a bit too long. The Felix gonna try running away here as well. I'm surprised the bike is not coming through from Kazaroth, but it's actually not available yet. The rest of the members of Tangshi starting to
Like a
join in.
3v3 here. No flame is here in chapel.
Of the Shukai, which will force the back away there from the
Sticking
side
to the
of
game plan.
Machi.
Stream dock chapel rotation.
This is weird. That's another Alonso.
Got lucky twice with Meteorite being here in chapel as well. There is another team here to contest, but they only have 2 members, so it looks like they'll back away.
A little unfortunate, and there is that free at last that we'd love to see. A little bit of damage coming on in.
Oh no, they have 3.
Yes, sir.
Bernice is gonna get a tree here, but he's alone. TP's into temple. They kind of surrounded. He's gonna lose that tree.
Gets taken out, which is highly likely being the case right now.
Yeah, not gonna be able to fight his way out of that. A little bit of troll going, I think, for a solo objective in tournament play. Especially if you're alone in the zone, the team can just full TP on you.
With it, it will be the turbines.
Lovely. Turban, always a good option. I was gonna say, I feel like I don't get to see enough Turban nowadays.
Imagine No Flame probably looking for wolves here. We saw them go to hotel in the previous game. Not up there now for these wolves. Maybe he walked over to cemetery or hospital, avoid having the TP. After getting the meteorite, maybe he's superior to bamboo. Could have went into cemetery for that as well. Short route in chapel. If short routes are still in chapel, they might not be actually.
MSJ are here. Maybe gonna look for an engage here. And I'm actually kind of
30 seconds, we're gonna see where battle zones come out. Oh, big kidnap salute on the Celine E. Knocks everyone back. This is gonna be a 2-person wipe, I think. Shukai opting to just get himself out. Felix and Priya are gonna go. Beautiful Celine E from one circle.
God, the flank coming through from the one circle was
No Flame might pick up some kills here. Once again, this is Team Shark, the double mage comp. They kind of, they got the good matchup. Adrian got put over a lot of damage over this wall. Almost looking for a return kill. Burns Superior down by 75%. Anot's here at the front. They can still look, I think. Shield comes out a little bit too slow as well. There's the ult, gets cancelled immediately. This is forced. They can't cross the Adriana fire. They'll just burn down. Anot needs to back out here. I think at that point, that one's tough, right? Because it depends on who your shot caller is for that team. Because I'm sure Anot's like, this shit looks good, but their team can't cross the fire. But Anot's tanking everything, and he's putting out a lot of damage in return. Shark looked like they were dying a little bit. I don't know. I think if they had blink and could blink over the fire, then you can go for that. But I think you gotta listen to your decisive voice on that call. Anot will be in time for battle zone. It looks like we'll take the stream battle zone. Stream pretty good for battle zone. It is the shield battle zone, so not great for their comp, but it is near temple. They can look to pick up stream bears and then into temple horde.
About what's gonna
Stream bears might get stolen by
we do have a 2-man
Team Bullseye down at the bottom.
Actually, no, Alonso came back in time.
They've kind of trapped him in this quarter now.
Round 2 between these two teams, but they're the ones stuck in
So Alonso engage on the Bianca, get her down before her ult comes out, and they're gonna pick off a round 2 here, I think. Gotta be careful of the third party. They should know that their drone didn't explode, so there is another team in the zone.
Now Adriana stuck in the side, will get taken down right.
Frankie tried to knock the... Oh no, Cecilia gets the kill. Frankie tried to knock the Adriana out of the zone. I think instead of just finishing her off with a bite combo, maybe it was worried his own front flip would put him too far to the edge. But that's going to give Cecilia the kill. A little unfortunate there.
Wait a second.
Wait, actually, we get to see Super
And definitely gets third party. A little unfortunate.
Show them Sua, but unfortunately it's
a little too much damage out of the Celine to be able to tank it.
Cecilia still getting that kill was hilarious.
They should, because the battle zone was pretty quick, should look to spawn in a bear zone if they can. They also do need to spend their credits, have a lot of credits, so I would imagine either Dock or Warehouse might be a good play to spawn.
But in the end, it's going to be a 4-score.
You want to stay out of beach, a team's probably there by now. Yeah, there's MSJ. Definitely want to stay out of the beach. There's no kiosk near Uptown, so I think Dock or Warehouse is the play. Ali doesn't have a kiosk as well. Have to run all the way to archery.
My God, this is like nerve-wracking so far. This game is.
They can also look
crazy.
Uptown, I guess, and walk down to Warehouse, but there was a team already in Uptown.
Such huge early leads, Shuvi, but now Bikomachi is gonna get chased down by Shark.
Shark putting out a lot of damage. Debbie Marlene's dead here.
Tries to get the knock up and everything going, but they will not be able to find it. But now, wait, what is this, Shuvi?
Is that a sacrifice? I don't know if that was a sacrifice, but
out of that alive, so
maybe
well just send
to make space.
The haze is out, and it is night number 2, so it's completely.
They will
fine
respawn, but it's still dank too.
You have a couple things happening here. Bullseyes. They're trying to find the Cecilia. Nico 1 needs to run, but they're stuck in a corner right now.
Trapped.
Can they stay alive for 30 seconds? I don't think it's happening. Girl in the bubble is out, and that's gonna be it. Ragnarok gonna get taken down in game number 3 in night number 2.
So that's one team down.
Yeah, our very
Ragnarok
first
going
team to
down.
go down again here in game 3. A little
Double
bit
meteorite coming out on the side of the map. That's probably
them.
gonna go to
Rough few games, I will say.
Shochi Kuban.
Oh, wait.
This is, man, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is definitely rough, and it looks like Bikomachi going to be fully back.
No Flame looks like they
at the
spawned
moment.
in Warehouse, took the bears there, made a call in at the kiosk, and then walked uptown for the hunts.
No Flame does have vision of them.
So should have a lot of items online now. Not gonna be able to get this tree. Don't want any part of MSJ this early into the game, especially not getting that battle zone win. They're not behind, but they're kind of just even.
Some teams that has started to fall behind, because when you start getting these day 3 transitions, if you're behind now, you're gonna fall behind even more.
Want to look for a wolf zone. They don't have a. Oh, they have a hyperloop in Uptown, so they might opt a hyperloop on the radar scan to an empty wolf zone if they could.
Transitions a bit slower than the.
Get up some mastery, get some credits. Option for a rare resource.
I was going to say, you know, you have to decide, do I want to keep 250 credits to try and res somebody? MSJ's
There's some extra farm in school. They opt for hotel. There are wolves here.
With the stasis, this is nice.
This is a hard fight. They're gonna have to sacrifice Alonzo here. Yeah, that MSJ team is just so tough to figure out, you know. Really good team fight comp. Nikki ult into charm. Probably enough to break Alonzo's shield.
Is Tungshi going to be able to win this circulation? But now they're going to decide to go.
Try getting engaged on here. Oh, there's the pop. That was so much damage. Felix is going to go down here too. He plays it slow. He might be able to. No, can't get over the wall.
These extended fights are actually working in
That's going to be 500 credits down. No Flame doesn't have the credits to revive Alonzo yet. Frankie's super close. They should be able to get him by the end of day 3.
Nita and Sejong, it felt like that Nikki got caught out there, but as the fight actually went on, it was even better for the side of Team Mita and Sejong. Same thing here for, for Team Shark too. It seemed like they were on the back end of the beginning of the fight, but no, they're doing completely fine.
Oh, man. It's unfortunate.
And No Flame has the credits now, so they'll probably make a call in school. Do you have to be careful? There's 3 teams nearby. Especially with that purple box spawning there, they know teams are going to be showing up soon. Probably not going to be able to get this call in school unless MSJ walks all the way down.
Yeah, the teams in school right now should be completely
They're walking down, so they should be okay to get it. Teams are going to know that they're there, though.
But Alonzo is starting to walk up here. Hayes going to get
Superior sees them.
Signature fireball.
He's going to get the third party, probably onto the Haze.
Yeah, Nero is indeed going to be dead.
That Haze probably will get revived, though. Oh, they're going on Ragnarok. They picked the William. It's huge. This is going to be a fight win.
Frankie is going to be
Frankie able to get away from the Magnus.
Very interesting. They
Just
did
need to
get
be
Nero
careful. The
back
Celine
up,
can
and
still
they were
one
able to
tap
get a
him.
kill, but Frankie,
Flashes over
oh
the
my God,
wall,
gonna get
pops out
blown up
Frankie.
there.
Oh, really good play by the
and
Celine.
now
And get himself out
Bikomachi.
too.
Oh, what happened here, Shuvi?
That's
There's
such a
too
hero
much
play by that
third-partying going
Celine.
on. All these
Picking up a
teams
kill
knew that
and
they were
getting themselves out.
another
No.
team. The Celine drops in,
They
tries
need to
pick
make
up
a good
Frankie,
juke here to
does
get away from
end
the
up
Superior,
getting
because I
Celine
don't
damage
think
output right now is just
Celine can get away from
at an
Sua.
all-time high.
It looks like they're just
Holy
going to try and
orders, by the
revive
way,
Frankie if they
Scotties
can.
and a
Superior
Iron
does have the
Maidens.
credits.
So
Alonso does
damage
have the
output
credits.
is
So it'll
good,
probably be
the
a
crowd
revive on
control is
Alonso.
good, but look at this, Cirque. Look at this.
Actually, it doesn't really matter, I
Bikomachi
don't
starting
think.
to walk down. The box is going to get picked up by Bira and Sejong, so that's going to dissuade that
They kinda
team
just
from
pulled their
walking down
credits
a little
together
bit more,
anyway.
But man, that could have spelled a lot more worse news if they just
Yeah, that was a
kept on
real
walking.
hero play from Celine, though, picking up
Really
Frankie
would
and
have
able to get
been
themselves out.
rough. Oh my God. Oh, what?
I want to do a video at some point about
Coming up,
when you need to go for hero plays and when you don't. Because I feel like a lot of the time, myself included, but I see people go for hero plays just in situations where there doesn't need to be one.
No Flame about to get into a fight here in a moment. It looks like Bikomachi might fight.
No
Shark
Flame
here
found
now.
the Celine. They're
It looks like
chasing
No
them
Flame right in
down.
the fight. I was gonna say, I want to get over it.
See if Celine can get away. Super hard to get away from a from Sua. Oh, good juke back up towards red. Is going to be able to loop around. She hits the kiosk. She doesn't have no credits yet, but they'll know she's there. She hits the kiosk. She can only revive one, so probably will get. Oh, I know Williams less on credits, but I think you take Williams so he doesn't fall behind on mastery too much. It might be hard to walk around though with just Williams, Celine, and now Alonso.
Right now, right? 137, 156. There's 7
Be tough. I'm actually
left
curious to see who she
in the game,
revives.
so farm isn't even going to be that accessible for that Celine either. So it is looking quite a bit of a
Because
tough
at least
job
William
for that
gets
Celine to
mastery
do,
trying to
but
farm up
as they
credits
get
for
some
Alonso.
credits, it
But if
should be
you
that bad
see
in just a
like
moment here,
Celine
and you're
William
getting caught
walking
out by
around with
that
no Alonso, I think
lightning
you just
strike.
like hard
Get away here.
engage on them.
And he's still
fight
walking.
Hero plays are always a good idea. I need a hero plays in the background. I don't know about that one.
We'll get found out
Oh,
by
never
Flame,
mind.
and
No
there
Flame
goes
found the
Bullseye.
Celine. She's not gonna get revived.
Team on out of here, and another kill on the board for No Flame, currently sitting at 6.
So once again, 6 teams on day 4.
There's an ultimate, but oh, here we go. An ultimate coming on in from Mong.
They do have the credits to buy. Superior got back up to 200 credits really quickly. Also, Alonso has credits, so they should buy. Get all the credits off of him. If anything, I think Frankie holds credits in that comp, just because he's likely to get out.
Yeah, this is
with
bad
Bike.
though. CCTV's on. The Felix is in the middle of nowhere. He's the last one alive on this team. They're coming.
Oh, this Felix is trapped.
Greedy for that kill, and guess what? It's gonna cost you the game, unfortunately. Tongshi, they will be going out. Meanwhile,
3 teams going
Kakarot
down
had
now.
600 credits as well as Nero.
Oh no, this is so unfortunate. Nero calls in the blood here, and it's gonna get taken by MSJ. Just a free blood donated over to MSJ.
Bye to Bikomachi.
That's gonna be a full wipe.
This is going to be it for them here in game number 3.
What a tragic.
So a little bit less
end
teams
for
than
these
normal
guys.
this
It's gonna
time.
be a blood pack picked up for Bira and
They have No
Sejong.
Flame,
Oh,
Shark,
no.
MSJ,
Oh,
and Shochi
no,
goodbye.
that is so bad for the rest of the lobby. Oh,
No Flame opting not to contest Wick again. This time Shark's over here at Wick. No MSJ.
Oh my god, that is
And it looks like Shochukubai
That
is
tragic.
leaving.
I can't believe that. Can you?
They don't want any
what is
part of this
happening
Wick
in
fight
this game
either.
So far, brother?
MSJ walking up. No
State
Flame
4,
TP's
we have half
away.
the lobby left, man, and Bira and Sejong, they're preparing themselves.
I would
to
imagine
walk
they
up towards
probably
Wick.
feel
It's not
like they want
enforced.
to prioritize
Well, it is enforced,
placement a
which
little
is
bit more.
all
That's why they're not
Oh,
contesting
cool.
Wick.
There we go. Yeah, I'm
You know,
forgetting
these
that
are
little
tough
boundary
lobbies. There's a lot of good
last
teams in
time,
this
sir.
lobby. I think No Flame's really used to being
what I mean?
the best team in a lobby.
I mean, they know
where-
what's happening. They know that there's
and
probably
this-
a team around here.
they're
Here's
maybe
the
top 3,
pure rage
as they've
uppercut
shown.
For now, the Celine
Maybe
trying
top
to get
2.
away
I think
here.
they played
The
a little bit better
Alonso
than Shark.
can't take this much damage. The Bernice is eating too
And
much.
MSJ
too.
picks
The
up
Chloe
2
has to do
kills.
something, but the Soul Link has been popped.
They're gonna pick up
Their
all 3
targets are
maybe.
already taken too low.
Yeah, they do
there
get all
goes
3.
Celine, and that's another team gone.
Shark has Wick though. They're looking. They probably saw pings on some of the animals getting hit, or
has Wick.
Yeah, Shark indeed does have. Is it gonna be another?
heard some of the combat.
It could be.
It could-
We've
oh my
seen
God.
No Flame here in
Chapel
Factory.
Forest
Looks
for
like
the
they're juggling
past 3
items.
games, so
And it looks like it might be that again. I wouldn't mind a factory.
3 teams
though, you know what
left.
I mean?
no.
Let's see what Factory. See where they go after Factory.
Factory's closing.
Oh wait, yeah, no, my apologies. I meant a chapel final zone. Let's think about that instead.
Probably just walk up in the chapel.
I don't know
I
if I
imagine
want
it's a
a
safe
chapel
play.
final zone. Like again, I'm gonna show a little bit of caster bias here as well, although I'm gonna try my best not to. This is not a zone for No Flame, man. They need forest.
Yeah,
Looks like they're heading to the
this is gonna be
teleporter.
rough. And the question is, it just gonna be them versus
I
MSJ again, do you
don't
think?
like this TP.
I don't know. Shark actually has a really good chance here because, are you really going to try to hyperloop now?
No, maybe they're worried about getting gate kept at chapel, but there's two entrances in the chapel. TP's in the school, TP's in the yellow. MSJ is up here. They're gonna know after seeing this yellow box. I honestly think No Flame should not hit this yellow box. We saw their inventories earlier. Frankie and Superior are both full build. They don't need this item. It would go to Alonzo anyway. All it does is alert people. MSJ is actually leaving. But they're gonna see them take the box and probably turn around. Yeah, there it is. They turn instantly back around, so they know. No radar scan on day 5 too, so they wouldn't have actually known.
Bad news.
Yeah, here we go. They're gonna be right over the wall.
Camping the corner again. This is like the third time we've seen MSJ. Superior, kind of a slow reaction.
A lot of damage to start it off. I think he's gonna be going on to
Alonzo gets kidnapped. There's the charm. He's gonna get burned down. I really don't like that TP. I get it, but I don't like it. They probably assumed that if that gold box had made it, really good play by Frankie to try and get at least 1 kill. I don't think he can do anything. I think he has to just leave. Yeah. I think if they saw the gold box up there for like the whole day, night 2, they figured that no one was probably up there. Wonder if MSJ was using it to bait to try and get a team to go up there.
She jumped in. She's gonna get taken down. The Bianca left alive.
Frankie needs to try and outlast Shark.
But now Team Shark is in tatters.
Who wins a 1v1? This is solos Frankie. Not so much solos anymore. Oh, that's a lot of IRM damage. The bleed coming out a little bit too. No Flame's gonna get 3rd, and this should be the end of Shark 2. Oh, they're not gonna chase. But once again, we have a Shark versus No Flame final, so we'll see how it goes.
Teams are in tatters. It's only MSJ left.
I was gonna say we had our Forest final zone technically.
I kind of get the TP.
But just
I still don't like it because I feel like
oh my god, I still want to know why they went
that
to
item, whatever item it is, it's not gonna make that much of a difference at this point, right? Like
I really don't know. I mean, maybe they were hoping that the box contains
unless
something.
it's like
maybe it was
I don't know, red shoes or something, or like
such a safe spot. They had information. In fact,
I don't even know. I don't know what item that they could have hoped for. That was.
They didn't check vision and the cameras falling down.
Game changing enough to try and go for that box. I think he just ignore it, or maybe it could have just been habit of clicking boxes because it's there, and assuming no one was there.
There's another team around because the cameras just went down. Surely that means the team was too far away.
Ult from Nikki doesn't get the parry. Bianca ult coming back out. I don't think they have the consistent amount of damage. They might get heart. That's enough. Nikki knocks out a coffin. A little bit anti-synergy on the Celine and Nikki. They need to be able to reset this fight, but I don't think they have a way to. They're gonna get heart back up. They have no way of stopping this res. He doesn't land either. Yeah, that's gonna be it. MSJ picks up another win. That's 3 in a row now.
Coming out for Shark, but I think it's gonna be the win for MSJ again.
All right, we have 3 games left.
Magnani, the last one alive. Shark. They got plenty of kills.
Once this Bianca dies, she's not gonna be able to 1v3. We're gonna take a quick break in between these 3 games, before the next 3 games, and then we will continue.
Of the series, Mira and Sejong on a dominant forces. They're gonna take game number 3.
All right, during the break too, I'll find the starting point for game 4. we're back. Game 4. Once again, MSJ running in this new comp in Forest. Stay out of Forest. Good kidnap by Celine. Is going to be able to go down. Get the first kill of the game.
Now the ones to feel the pain of Team Mira and Sejong. All these teams
No Flame back on the same comp. We'll see at all the games.
As soon as we hit about a minute into the
that
game,
last game dropped No Flame into third. MSJ and Shark are now tied for first.
Alrighty, I've tweeted it out.
Shark not winning any of the games. MSJ winning all three, but Shark had a ton of kills in all of them.
No more Soul Society. We have to say American Society. Nero. Soul Striking Tiger. Yeah, it is going to be the.
If you kept track of No Flame's solo queue while they've been in Korea,
no.
You'll see that A0 has been playing some Aiden. I don't expect him to pull out Aiden with this comp. I think it was just kind of like a practice thing. He's also played a little bit of 11, and he's played some Arda as well. So we'll see if those come out at all. I don't think they will. Or I know they for a fact they will, but I don't think there was a plan to pull them out. I think Alonso makes the most sense for this comp. I know Frankie has a pocket Debbie and Marlene, but I don't think they really need the switch. I know they're having some trouble at the beginning with A0 dying a lot, not being able to get out of a lot of the early game fights, but I don't think that's like a play or a character issue.
Well, a fight towards the bottom side of the map right now. Ragnarok trying to duke it out up against MSJ. A lot of damage on.
So we'll see if No Flame goes Doc again. Pivot from streams. Stick around for stream bears.
A lot of damage. There we go.
MSJ loses one. They're gonna lose two here.
Oh my god.
And Celine's gonna have to be able to get herself out. I believe she will. There's gonna be a speed gate here.
There is.
And there's No Flame in Doc, so looking to pick up the bears again. They're not gonna be able to get the warehouse bears, but
Alrighty, well.
Doc bears will be a lot of XP, especially if they got the stream ones as well.
At the moment, but oh my god, I'm so brain rotted today just from these memes.
Hey, that's why we love Twitch chat, man. And
now it doesn't look like there's as many teams around Doc as there was last time, but there's a lot in Uptown. No Flame's walking up with. They're not going to path all the way up to Uptown though. It looks like they'll continue their normal path of going to Chapel.
Oh, of course.
This is very reminiscent of Game 1 where there's a lot of teams in Uptown. MSJ looking to third party the team that killed them. Engage on the Adriana, there's the kidnap. She is going to be able to get herself out with the fire escape. And it's going to result in no kills, but a lot of damage down. Other RM did go down actually. No Flame picks up a kill in Chapel. Looks like they got an engage onto the Priya.
The crowd control
probably got in there before the vision came out.
Right, it actually happened onto the Priya this time around, so No Flame's starting to learn the practice of crowd control stacking.
It looks like they're pathing into Hospital. That's where the meteorite is. Gonna look for Magic Stick for Superior again.
To Tangshi to do that in the first place. I always see at least echoes of the Earth popping out from the Priya, so they're starting to learn a little bit here too, which is perfect because right around Game 4 is when you want to really start stacking on those kills and understanding how you need to fight against other teams. No Flame doing that right now is actually looking really solid.
There is another team here. It's the Priya team that they just killed. It looks like they're going to try and pick up the Horde and get out. They don't want to contest for the meteorite. It looks like they probably will get it. Take it very quickly.
Felix able to tank it so easily there.
Well, Felix greeds for an item. They found a tree of life on it.
Nice little tree pick up there.
See if they get run down.
Might know something. MSJ goes on in though.
MSJ, there's a pick onto Irem. Irem gets herself out, and that's going to be a third party for B Kamachi.
Irem, the first pickup for them. It looks like I don't think they're going to be able to find the Elena just yet. Taking out up to Fire Station. Oh, this poor Alonso's caught in a little bit of a.
I don't think they'll be able to catch the Priya team down in Factory, so they probably path back up into Stream, I imagine. Get the hunts over there.
Bit of a conundrum here.
As well as the hospital hunts. The wolves would have been respawning. Yeah, they just took the right side wolves. And they're still pathing up. We'll see if they teleport or keep pathing up. We have battle zones in hospital, police station. I think police station will probably be the go-to battle zone. It's kind of near temple. Can run there from after the battle zone to get the horde. Another one is in Uptown. That's the movement speed one. I think they probably want to stick to the right side of the map while they're already over there. Uptown's not bad. You get two bears, and then you have the option to run the Dock Warehouse way or the
don't know, dude. You're accusing me
Beachway.
of crazy things. I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel bad for people who are just going to be watching.
Police is
VOD
super
because
similar
they're
to the
missing
stream
out
one,
on that.
where they can just walk
I was
over.
gonna say, like, Shuby's just talking, you know, if you guys are watching the VODs, first of all, hello there, we love you.
That's
you know
Arcadia.
who's gonna be
Thank
watching
you
this,
for welcoming
Manta?
me
I know Manta's
on the
gonna be
VOD.
watching the VOD. Hi, Manta. Love you.
Oh, I'm not Manta, though.
Kamachi in a little bit of trouble here, as unfortunately Mirai is going to be the first down. Kazaroth's just going to keep spinning on there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And oh my god, this Magnus is so tanky.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real damage.
Two
I
picks
think,
on the
the
B,
side
Kamachi.
of Team
Nero on
Arizona,
the
side of Team
dial in.
Ragnarok, right? It's just a really
Hello, sorry for
slow
bothering you. I want to
pace
offer
fight
promotion
where
of
you
your
just, like,
channel.
crowd control people into
no.
oblivion and do damage over the course of time with the siren going in and out. So it's not bad. And plus, you know, you have not Shuka,
Well, I
but
have my
Magnus'
mod
passive as
actions
well.
open.
Here we go though. This is not a bad situation here for Team No Flame. A lot of early jump-ons on towards Riori. The chase down from Superior.
No Flame is in the police station battle zone, so they did try to stay over here. They're gonna get a pick on the Shark.
There is a knock-up duration coming.
They should be able to chase this Bianca down.
Absolutely nothing there. That's gonna be Magnani getting taken down, and that's Shark gone.
And that's Shark completely
Our
wiped.
first team out of game 4. Ragnarok has broken the curse, and Shark is already out. Very unfortunate for them, but it looks like B Kamachi might be struggling a little bit already as we start off this battle zone.
Now, I believe there was another
Hospital,
team in the battle
teams
zone,
here.
but that was
Actually,
really
there's a
good.
third one. Look at
Okay,
the
or
top
maybe
side
there
of
wasn't a
this
team in the battle zone.
Dialin getting locked down. A lot of damage has been taken away from that drink up, but it's only 60% now.
That fight was almost like 3 1v1s. I do want to kind of go back and see that.
He's gonna have the full death timer. He's gonna be dead for 26 seconds. Nero, that's not how you make clips. That's not how you farm it.
Poor Nero.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna go back and look at that No Flame fight.
And plus, you know, you have
This almost looked like 3 1v1s. The solos players came out of No Flame. So Superior gets a good zone. Superior's gonna 1v1 this Adriana. Alonso's got the Bianca, and Sylvia's got the Irem.
This is not a bad situation.
And we saw Irem kill Sylvia last game. He kind of gets his revenge. Superior able to force Adriana all the way out, and then Sylvia and Alonso kind of regroup to kill the Irem and then chase the Bianca down. And it's like right before the battle zone ends. Superior eventually does catch up to the Adriana. That's crazy. 4 seconds before the battle zone, they're able to get them. And poor Nero.
A lot of damage has been taken
on the dial-in here. Misses the ult. We did classic Nero ultimate and then explodes. Really unfortunate.
He's gonna have the full death timer. He's gonna be dead for 26 seconds. Nero, that's not how you make clips. That's not how you farm it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What is happening?
Cicella pulls another person out of the zone. You gotta be careful with these edges.
Nice girl in the bubble, but I think the Cicilla's dead. The battle
Anyways, No Flame will be able to pick up a tree or a meteorite from that battle zone. It's a little unfortunate that they did wipe Shark before the battle zone, because now they won't be able to get a mithril, but I think you make that trade of only getting the low battle zone rewards if you get rid of Shark first in the game. So definitely not bad at all.
Well, Nero is...
They are a little bit slow getting the stream. I think the team in the hospital ran up the stream, got the stream bears, and then ran back down the hospital. So they're just gonna go straight to temple, make some call-ins.
Epitome of farming content at the biggest stage that Eternal Return has ever seen.
And this is kind of their time to pull ahead. I think if you're No Flame, Shark was one of the teams above you. I think you definitely invest all your credits into these buys, and you try to play aggro here. Now you can't play too aggro, obviously, because you don't want to throw. But I think you play a little bit more aggressive than normal. It's kind of your time to pull ahead of Shark. Don't play reckless, but definitely aggro. Try and create some separation in the scoreboard.
Oh my god.
I also think it's like really interesting to see the dynamic between MSJ and No Flame. You can see here No Flame's still holding credits in case they have to revive, and it's like it's not even revival time, right? Like it's night 2 still, and we're holding credits. They walk past the temple kiosk. MSJ instantly gets rid of all their credits, trying to get to that strongest point, funneling the Rio or the heart each time.
I cannot, honestly. This is Ridiculous, all the
I think it's
Kazarov.
really interesting because MSJ opts to like get to the strongest point they can, and then they just rely on being the better team. And I think No Flame does that in NA, but it's kind of an interesting dynamic them not being able to do that here. We'll see if it's just that they're holding for 4 squares, but
so Kazarov will come back, but that is
even the Alonso's got credits still. Day 3 radar is going to come out.
Team do that, but man, Shadow Stab, knock up from the Shukai, you got Charms coming through, you got Flowers too. Oh,
can't really see where they are on the map currently.
Oh my god, that is.
Look for them to try and make some plays. There's the call-ins. Looks like that was for a 4 score. Oh, tactical skill. And then they went and got the stream tree as well. Ooh, close on the birdies there.
What more do you want though, right? This is the
so they would have seen where the teams are on radar scan. Let's see if they
a
port on a
stage
team,
like this,
try and
because
take a
it
fight
brings
with them.
together the gameplay styles of every single region into one, and puts it really to a stress test to see which one works out in the
Looks
end.
like they're still in stream. But it looks like they might be. There's the teleport. TP's in the factory. Maybe looking for the Britney's Chloe team.
I'm forgetting all about ERWI.
Or maybe setting up for Bears in a minute.
Oh my god. We cannot even compete with the hilarity we have had here today. Oh, and Echoes of the Earth.
Might be able to chase down
to press E there, right, Shuvi?
the Elena here. They're gonna chase in the red. MSJ's behind them. Would have seen them on the cams.
Tempest gone. Wait a second. Uh-oh.
Now they're kind of stuck here. Nikki's gonna queue in.
Not good at all. MSJ. Okay, no, they're gonna be able to.
Don't want to burn too much red timer to try and get these kills. So.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. I'm so scared for all of these teams. Tongshi was just barely able to get out of that.
These teams are gonna run into each other though.
Ragnarok here.
There's the Cicella queue.
Cicella gonna be poking a little bit with Wilson. Are they gonna decide to fight? Yeah, they're gonna
see if Shukai goes in here.
Into a corner, but well, let's see what
you can kind of walk into this team a little bit. No Flame's still chilling on the other side of the map. They'll have to spend in more credits, so I like that though. I like that they're pushing their advantage here.
Guess who's right around the corner though? Yeah, bullseye. There we go. There's the engage. Already a little bit of damage onto the IREM. Free at last coming out as well.
A lot of damage now on Elena. I think they're worried about the other team. They don't want to get third party. But the other team just didn't walk up. No Flame here in Fire Station. Here for a purple box. I like that they're going for purple box over a mega here. 2 teams nearby. They got vision here early so they can establish positioning.
Oh my god.
Interesting path up here. I wonder if they knew. Or just had like an inclination. Oh, they went. Maybe they're moving up for this purple box too. Engage on the Priya here. Priya goes into stasis. It's a little bit of a forced engage. They're not gonna have to go down here. Frankie goes over the wall, and Superior's gonna get down by a third team. Unlucky third party. He'll probably get finished off by the Alonso here. Or maybe not. Oh no, they're going for him.
For No Flame, it's bad. At best, they're gonna have all of their members back up by night number 4.
Unfortunately, if they just stayed fire, had the positioning, had the vision to get that purple box, they would have just got a purple box, been in a good place. Engaging on a Priya is a little bit hard. She does have R plus stasis, unless you can burn her down immediately. They did earlier in the game, but they didn't really stack it well enough to get her this time. Frankie doesn't have enough credits. And this is so unfortunate because this is the game that they got Shark out early, so really want to be taking advantage of that and trying to get more kills so that they can push their advantage. 250 credits is okay. You can still push your advantage like that, but 500 is going to be a little bit rough.
Yeah, all I think No Flame can hope for at this point is that Mira and Sejong.
I think you call in Superior here,
they've been playing pretty
so that you guys don't go down in mastery.
You know exactly what happens when Mira and Sejong plays quiet.
If Frankie can get the 250,
walk up into final zone with just like random 15, 16.
There's gonna get a bear here.
That's not even possible, but they're gonna.
There's gonna be making noise. There's a team over here.
We're already seeing it here. Guardian suit.
Hopefully Frankie doesn't get third party.
Available for this Nikki. If they're already investing items into this Nikki, they're comfortable on everyone else.
Oh no, Frankie.
Oh, there's the kidnap. Unfortunate. Tries to blink W away. Needed to blink to the other side of the Celine E, which I know is very hard to do and very hard to react to, especially because we can't see what his vision range was, but he is on 2 ping. Probably would have saved him if it pushed him away or pushed him over the wall even. Actually, I don't think it pushes you over the wall. It would have pushed him into the wall. But either way, maybe at least had a better chance. He's probably dead regardless, but
just
a
make
better
it
chance if he can
impossible,
blink to the
especially
other
if they're down,
side
what,
of
maybe like
that
10 plus points
E-bomb.
against the first place team, and you're
That's so
second.
unfortunate. They get Shark out early,
This is gonna
but
put a
they
real
also go
damper on
down.
how the
And they do
performance
get
of
more
Team
kills,
Dolphin
so
is
that
gonna
hopefully
look
will
like.
help them
Kakashi
catch up.
decided
But
to
this
go
was the
in on
game they
towards
really
Big
could have
Kamachi.
caught
They're
up.
gonna take it down to about half HP. Felix is on its way. Nero gets taken
Good block
down.
by the
Good
Felix,
apply to
stopping the
that.
Dylan ult from over the
Looked
wall.
a little bit wonky there, but now Arda went down, and this
And that's
is
gonna be
going
the end
to
of B
the
Komachi
end
as
of
well.
B Komachi in game number 4.
Tongshi is the one starting to step up
All
here
right.
yet again.
We'll
We've
move
had
on to
no
game
flames
5 now that No Flame's out. A little bit unfortunate that they didn't get points in this game, so we'll skip ahead. Is that game 5? Or is it, this is still replays? There we go. There's game 5.
in the future, if they do something like this again as well, that we will see a lot more improvements in the future, and potentially more representatives from across the world trying to fight for that spot in that global invitationals too. But
Actually, before I do that, one thing I want to highlight on the previous game. Sorry, I shouldn't have gone ahead too quickly. So on night 4 of this game, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so right here, MSJ engages onto.
Which
team is this?
Already been invested here. This is a perfect split. The Felix
This
couldn't use
is
the blink fast
Tongshi.
enough. The charm actually lands. Oh, the Felix is gonna die.
Yeah,
And they get burned down. And then they're gonna get third-partied here by Ragnarok.
Have the money just there for
Not bad. Mira and Sejong are gonna have to duke it out up against
Well, maybe not
Ragnarok.
third-party, but they're gonna get engaged on here by Ragnarok. And Ragnarok actually plays this fight so
There
well.
we go. There's the engage, and the jump's not going to be
Brings
enough.
Nikki all the way.
They
Heart
go
E's forward
onto
to
the
try
island,
and
but
charm, and then
Sasha
loses
still is
vision,
off
and then
the
has to
low
like
right
kind of get
now.
caught
So being frozen in
between
the back.
the IREM and
Jeez, oh
the
God.
Sicella.
My God,
Dodges the
they-
pull, but is
Oh
gonna
my
get burned
God.
down by the IREM. Tons of
Relax
damage out
actually the
there.
first to go down,
Nikki
and now
also
it might be
dumping
the-
in, and that's gonna be
joining them.
mostly the end of MSJ. Now, you see this, right? There's a minute and 17 left of the strongest team in the lobby, and you just killed 2 of them. They have their Celine left, and that's it. Now, you 100% hostage in this situation. I know it's scummy, it's the shitty play, but it's also the right play. Especially because you have a Sicella. Now, I don't think they could have hostaged the Nikki because she's too close to red, but you have a Sicella that can keep
okay.
pulling them out of red.
Yeah, that is smart. They know that once
Unfortunately,
they're-
though,
that is
Ragnarok
unfortunate. I mean, they're
kills
looking
them.
for exposure.
Like, Nikki probably would have died, but the heart they definitely could have kept alive, I think.
They're gonna have no time
Or at least
left,
tried to
but
keep alive. And
yeah,
they
I
end
mean,
up
they're trying to
doing
pull
too much
damage
damage
now.
and killed them both.
Yeah.
And MSJ is able to revive both their teammates now and then go on to win this game. MSJ should have never won this game. And this could have been really good for No Flame because MSJ wouldn't have gotten the like 6 extra kills that they get from this game. So a little bit unfortunate for No Flame and Shark too. Ragnarok's misplay ended up costing them a lot, but that's just how game 4 ended. So we'll go into game 5. Game 5 probably the most hype game of the whole series.
When do we
Because that's the as a global
Once again,
invitational
MSJ
too.
picks up kills in Forest, nothing new.
Unfortunately, it's just going
Teams
to be
didn't learn to have alternate routing, whether they didn't scout or not, who knows. But we are in game 5.
Pick up some kills, which, you know, kind of seems fair.
MSJ would have top 3'd with
Yeah,
5
they
kills
have
at
been
most, and instead they won with
moving up
12.
in very high
So now they're in
traffic
first again.
areas in these games, especially for
When
Mira
this
and
play
Sejong.
ended
I'm
up turning
honestly
the whole
surprised
game.
that they've been able to get away with these Forest early spawns.
Once
for this
again,
long,
No Flame
because you
in
would
the
think that
stream.
Teams have adjusted to that by now, but
Probably gonna
nobody
look for the
really
Bears.
is, 'cause that's
MSJ
how
sticking with this new
Forest
comp.
is as of right now. Such a weird spot too, by the way, because every single hyperloop spot from
We'll see if
Forest
they do
is
the TP in
so
the
far
dock
away
again.
from any of the spawn locations. This really goes
Normally
to
I
show
do
how you
3
really
games
need
for
to
Play
get on
Like
out
a
of there if
Pro,
you
but
want to
for Worlds we're doing
try
6. That's why this will be a little bit longer stream than normal.
Escape here from the Adriana, and we will just have a somewhat of a quiet D number 1.
Yeah, relatively quiet here so far. Looks like B Komachi gonna be right over there as well, right next to Ragnarok. Are they gonna have a fight? Maybe no.
And MSJ, or not MSJ, sorry, No Flame, gonna have to contest these bears with Shark. Now, Shark's on a different team comp, and this team comp's interesting because you can kind of, like, preferably you probably want to engage on the Laura or the Adriana, but you can kind of engage on whoever if you can burn them down quick enough. Sua's a little bit hard for the same reason why No Flame was good into Shark's previous comp, is because of the double mage. Let's see how No Flame plays this fight. They do engage onto the Sua, push her out of the fight. Superior flashes after, doesn't get a follow-up. Sua is going to be able to re-engage with the fight though. She's healing up to half. There's the E onto Laura. Another E dodge. And Anot's going to have to sacrifice again. A little bit unfortunate.
Honestly, didn't have much damage there.
Yeah,
there's a shot of Superior like later in Worlds where he's like glaring into his monitor, staring intensely. It's a really good shot, but I also think I think Superior is finding it a little bit harder to land skill shots on T-Ping. A lot of these teams really good at dodging skill shots, and he doesn't really hit as free. Okay, he doesn't hit as free skill shots as he does in NA. This, I think, was really troll. I don't know if they were just looking elsewhere on the map, but Superior opts to walk up. Like, now I know they don't see Alonso, but they might hear Chloe and Nina crafting. And if they don't see them here, I think they definitely see the Q, right? Like, I think you need to instantly E away if you're Superior and bike away if you're Frankie. Like, you're missing a member, right? And Anot hasn't spawned yet. He has numbers on his timer still. Superior opts to shield Frankie. Chloe goes after Superior. Good play picking the non-spell shield target. And then Superior's going to go down, but a little bit of hesitation, I think. I think they needed to react much quicker there. I'm not sure why they didn't, other than they just weren't looking at the time, maybe. Anot chooses to respawn up top, empty zone. Is there a meteorite? That's probably where they're going to want to try and group forward, see if they can get that alley meteorite for Superior. Missed out on a ton of bears though. Didn't end up getting stream bears, didn't get dock bears. They might have gotten one temple bear, but only one at most.
He does have the fastballs, but he's not even level 9, so that fastball.
Let's see if they go to alley for that meteorite.
Maxed out unless he didn't even bother leveling up his passive. So we'll see. I don't really see
rematch against Shark up here in alley now. This time Superior does get on the Suo. Frankie dives with Superior, applies the gap there. Anot kind of left alone to dry, but Sua and Sylvia should be able to 2v2 Laura without ultimate and Adriana. So we'll be able to get Anot back up, and this time they win that fight. So really good to not get shaken by the first fight. Knows that they can win that fight just with better execution. And they pick up the fight win there. Kamachi also picking up a really good fight. Should be able to catch the Celine here and also take down the Alonso. So they pick up 2 kills. William gets himself out. If you're No Flame right now, I think you craft your magic stick, try and get back onto a hunt rotation, maybe pick up Ali and Gas Wolves. If you can, hopefully get a rare resource off of that.
To go for a couple kills here instead. We'll pick up the mutant wolf forward here. In fact,
but they definitely need to get some mastery back. They're a little bit behind, not getting anything on night 1.
With the mutant wolves doing quite a lot of damage at the start of day number 2 without that many transitions for your entire team. They are going to opt to take it. Not that much investment here from any of our teams. Cecilia, play with us, or I guess that's not what that skill is.
Should be.
It's okay.
I'm lost. I think I'm also losing my mental.
It's okay. Do you want me? It's okay, buddy.
Shark taking another fight. These guys are blood hungry. They love to fight.
A little bit of poke coming out with the flowers from Priya, Chef.
Said Requiem in chat, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He looks kind of caught here.
Oh my god. And
yeah, and he's gonna go down. They're gonna lose 2 here to Shark. Shark picking up 2 kills. Really good patience. A little bit of miscommunication, it looked like, from Tangshi. No Flame looking for another play. This is a really hard area to fight as Selena, and she can just throw bombs over the wall. It's pretty safe. Doesn't get the kidnap really on Alonso. There's a big bomb in the backline though. They are able to get on her though. A really good fight to pick off the Selene. They do lose Superior, but they do get the kill.
Yeah, it could have been worse, but the Bernice was just not together with Shochi Goodbye. That means it's going to be a 1-for-1
Super
trade
tough area
for
to
both the
fight
members
Celine.
of
They pulled the
No
trigger a
Flame
bit
and
late.
Bullseyes.
I think they could have pulled it a little bit earlier, but
I think
that
No Flame
fight
took a little bit
definitely
too much
could have
damage
gone
there,
much
taking
worse.
damage from 2-3
Especially with the
stack,
third party coming
getting
in.
compulsions from the Celine. Now this Alonzo
See if they head to a battle
trying to
zone.
chase down the William, but they know where
Superior
he
will
is,
spawn
but
in time.
distance has been made. Are they still gonna attempt
They have
for
gas
this? The
station as
Bernice
one
blink is
option.
there, and
There's
the
a lot of
William
teams
doesn't have
though. They
anything
have to
for this.
run
He's gonna
through
get
teams to
taken
get there,
Yep,
which they know
there
from the
goes
third
our
party.
favorite baseball player.
Looks like they opted a TP
And,
somewhere.
While he does a lot of DPS, unfortunately not going to be able to run from most of these.
They probably got a
characters.
free battle zone on the other side of the map then,
Battle
with
zone,
all the
and
teams
guess
that are
what?
up here.
Komachi's going to be in the bush at the moment.
Yeah,
I
there
imagine.
is no explosive bola. There is no blink for this Bernice. He's
One team
put
got
into
a free
corner
battle zone.
right now.
Maybe
This
that's no
one
flame.
will pop. So all it comes down is for Nero to get a good fight.
Well, it looks like
in, but
two of
he's
the
taken
other
down
battle zones
so
were free.
dangerously low. Kazaroff trying to push the issue as much as possible. The Felix goes in, and the Bernice is gone.
Big
This
fight
is
went
bad
for
the members
Komachi.
of Team Shochi Goodbye, as there we go. Chloe gets taken down. The Alonzo, the next one
And
to
Lenny stays
follow.
alive too.
He's just
Doesn't
gonna
even get
hop
rid of
on
the
out there.
return
The
kill.
rest of the
I'm not sure if
damage
battle
is on
zone kills
the side
count
of
in
B
this,
Komachi.
but
That will be a battle zone one for
that'll be
these
a mithril
guys
for
up
them.
there in gas station. The bottom side of the map.
looks like either No Flame.
And I think they
Oh,
also
maybe
picked
No
up the
Flame didn't get a
Alpha.
battle
Oh
zone
my
win.
God.
Maybe they just didn't get into it in time. Opted
Massive
for Mastery
them, Alpha,
instead of donating a team a mithril instead of just a tree or a meteorite.
Yeah, they are getting such a lead.
They're in
here
Cemetery
stage
now,
of the
possibly
game, as
looking
well
for
as bad
wolves.
news for the rest of the lobby. They might not have that many kills, but they are scaling, and each one of these placement points even are going to go very far and deny.
Wolves shouldn't be up
teams
at this
from catching
time.
up
It's
to
kind
them.
of an awkward place to
This slow
be at the
gameplay is
moment.
exactly what they're looking for.
Chapelwood had some hunts if they ended up spawning there, but
I could talk about
Cemetery
this
Wolves won't be up. They might be able to make some call-ins over in Hospital though if they keep pathing over. Yeah, they did. They pathed over the Hospital, so going to get some call-ins over there. Looks like Frankie and Superior both full spent. Shark looks like they're TPing into Hospital, and there's already another team here as well. No Flame might have the third party here. They know that one team is here at least because the chickens died. I would have saw pings for that, as well as the TP pings. They have another fight with Shark here. There's the W from Sua, which means they can go on the Laura. And that's the Laura kill. They force the Sua to spell shield herself, so Alonso had a free engage on the Laura. They'll probably pick up Sua. Look at the healing there. She almost healed a full. Jesus. Alonso does go down, but I think that's okay. You know, they set back Shark a bit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. No Flame
Weren't
gets
able
one.
to
However,
chase down the
there's another
last
fight
kill on the
up to
Adriana,
map.
but
Komachi
still got some
trying to
kills.
force the issue. Look at the damage
Felix
coming
is
out from
trying
the
here.
Rybel. We'll be able to knock down at
Smolder.
least the Alonzo.
Smolder
The
kills.
Smolder knocks down the Chloe, so Shochi Goodbye on the back end of this. Shark.
Frankie alone here
Adriana's the
in
only
stream
one left
is
alive for the
safe.
next
We'll be
5
able
or
to
so
wait for his
seconds,
team
but
to
Frankie just
respawn.
does get
They didn't
out,
get the
but
Hospital
man,
Wolves,
this
which
is
is a little
weird
unfortunate,
game
so
and a half. Tom
missed
Shi
Mastery there as
coming
well.
at the back end of that fight. Cosmic Biden online for the Shukai. The additional defense, of course, giving him a little bit of that tank stat, but his damage output in these fights is also what really makes a big difference.
Day 3, they probably want to get more farming back in. Not gonna be able to get that stream tree. Gonna head up into a fire station. Gonna hope for the wolves there. Should be able to get those, as well as maybe make a call in on A-Not if he can get the 200. We'll see if he holds credits for something he needs.
Transitions, if they do go for a 4-score,
Gas is closed from the battle zone, so I believe their only option is to either head back down or go into alley. They could loop around into police, pick up the hunts there, and then get the wolves in alley. It looks like that's what they're doing. There's a team up here. Bikomachi is up here. They saw them make call-ins.
Health bonus items should be okay there. We are 24 people strong at the start of day number 3.
Yeah,
All
it
of
looks
our
like
members are
they're trying
alive.
to chase them down, but with this zone turning yellow soon,
Question is, who
there's
is the one
probably
that
not much
actually has
reason to
the
be up
lead?
here. They'd have to wait a long time for these wolves. These wolves are desync, so a team got them late.
Going to be exploring a little bit of the map, a little bit of damage taken. They're trying to clear that horde out, and now are we going to see a fight?
Hey Leon, how's it going?
Going on in. Nikki is already in there. MSJ totem out from the chef. But is it going to be enough?
MSJ with the re-engage. Oh, really good play by the Felix to dodge. He is going to go down for it, unfortunately, though, but really good dodge to get around the Nikki Q.
Felix, Rain Day going down.
And then Priya runs into another team. That's going to be a third party, and that's going to be the end of them.
into the loving arms of Ragnar.
Oh, no, I lied. Shukai's still alive
I
somewhere.
think that might be it,
He's in
honestly,
chapel.
for Tangshi. Look at the credit counts, even if it's a Shukai.
Ikamachi finds
you know, somewhat
Shark and
decently good
Temple,
credits.
and
It's
No
just
Flame's right
not
behind
good
them.
on the back end of this. Now
Looks
it's
like
gonna be
Ikamachi
on the back
flees.
end.
Gonna get in front of the Magnus. Doesn't get in front of it. Doesn't block the bike.
It does give him a lot of distance. He will go all the way.
He should be safe here.
distance of
He might be
Temple,
able
but now
to
he's still getting chased
TP in
down. The
time.
camera
It's gonna be
doesn't
close if
allow
he, he didn't try
members
to.
of Team Shark to find
Adrian
themselves
flashed over the
to
wall.
Ikamachi
A little bit of a
in
tell.
control,
Maybe
but
could
they're
have picked
not
up
gonna
this
let Magnus
kill.
go. They want this kill.
Oh, I think they're gonna get it regardless. They're gonna burn a lot of timer to try and get this kill on the Magnus.
Everything. Oh, and
They will
that is
eventually
going
get
to
it,
beat
though.
This poor Magnus down. I'm surprised they actually just didn't leave him.
Ikamachi does have
That would have been all of his timer gone too.
a lot of credits to revival.
Unfortunate there, but well, I mean, not too bad then.
No Flame has a lot of credits as well. Can possibly look for a
This
call
is
in.
honestly what happens though if you really don't get that lead in the middle stages of the game. Because look at the credits on B Komachi. It's not bad, but they haven't been able to actually secure any of these calls, which is where their kind of back end damage really needs to come through from. So they're gonna have to spend 250.
So, Night 3, what do you do here if you're No Flame? You look for bears, look for purple box. I think you're pretty strong in this lobby. Shark is kind of the kill leaders at the moment, but I think you can, like, having a good matchup, you can look to fight anyone here, except for maybe MSJ. So that's still a hard comp for them to deal with.
You know, one good team fight could turn everything around. We see Ragnarok going to be taking over.
Shark picks up the Horde.
Hospital. Meanwhile, Shark able to grab that mutant bear horde. And now 3 teams sitting around.
I think they would probably go beach for the other Horde, knowing that Shark was nearby from the third party earlier.
Well, for Nisi, I was going to say, not too much you can do right
If
there.
beach is still open. I believe it should be though.
Maybe going to be looking for something here, but taking a whole lot of damage. There's the healing wind already popped. And the signature fireball, and Nero's caught out a little bit. Bikomachi in a very, very rough position. But are they going to be able to turn this, though? Actually, one more auto, and that is Nero dead.
There goes the Lightning. You guys are going to get the William, it looks like. Should catch up to him.
Already down one.
Q?
And now,
QE?
oh my god, there's nothing to say who's going to be on the
There's the
run.
Q,
There's the slow.
and then there's the E.
Into the wall. The heavy strike's going to take him down.
And then Alonso's going to pick up the Felix. Oh, there goes the Alonso to the dog. That's a team wipe too. Oh god, the Smolder plus the dog bite.
The Smolder and the dog. Oh my god.
Damn, imagine getting wiped by a dog. That's gotta feel horrible.
3 people intact as well. Incredible fight coming through from B Komachi. They manage.
Ikamachi's looking really good this game. They're up on 10 kills now.
Yeah, great job by them, and they are our first full team out of here.
Kill leaders of this lobby. Shark close behind them.
That's gotta really hurt. It's
No Flame must be on the left side of the map because we have not seen them over there, over here. They're the only team on this side. Looks like they just called in.
Has been scaling really well, but they had to invest
Maybe
too much.
a hotel call in if it's open.
He's a little bit slippery, that one.
Opting to spend all their
By the
credits.
time he actually managed to get it, William was dead to
I think they want to be as strong as possible going into day 4. Not playing for the res. No, they have to catch up in points, so have to be aggressive to get some kills. MSJ picking up a meteorite.
MSJ able to grab a free meteorite over here in pond.
I imagine they, yeah, they're okay. So they path their way into archery here, able to push the other team off to get the meteorite.
Many transitions coming on out for no.
That should be
Superior on 5. Frankie
Superior's on 5 transition. Frankie's on 4.
Pretty good for them.
Maybe they swap
really
head
is. The
pieces and get
meteorite
Astro
for now isn't
onto
really gonna do
Superior.
anything, 'cause the only transition
And fifth
that
transition on the
is looking
Frankie,
for is
maybe?
probably going to be something like the Persona. I do see the Burgundy still on him.
And then there's
here. You
the
could
Wolves
opt
again,
to, of
so-
course, use that Tree of Life and upgrade it into a
Really good
Kurgan's.
macro. They should be back in it
But
mastery-wise now. You can see
remember
level
seeing,
19
I
over
can
on
see it in
Superior.
the
Actually
Frankies
highest in the
so they are
game, I
swapping
believe.
it
Yeah.
around to some other
So
people.
definitely looking ahead now. Had to take a break from getting kills to farm some hunts. That's why they're a little bit low on kills after the abysmal early game that they had, getting pushed out of 2 zones for hunts. But they've made up the mastery gap.
Nice pop there on the shield.
There's a lot of teams on the top side here that they can look to try and pick up some kills. Wick spawning in school again.
Oh, yeah.
No Flame's hovering. Bikomachi is here as well, and Shark.
They're gonna find Bikomachi. Not gonna be fighting just yet as well.
I don't think they know that Shark's here unless they saw them on. Oh, they saw Shark on these cams, so they know all 3 teams are here.
This Wiccaline is about to be up here in school. They just kind of want to get a.
Bikomachi probably doesn't want this fight against No Flame. No Flame looking pretty strong.
Or at least force their timer out.
Forcing them into red. There's nowhere really to go. They're gonna have to TP.
Oh,
That's gonna be a
are
lot of
actually
timer
run all the way
burned.
to the teleporter. Okay.
Shark coming into MSJ
Nice
here.
check here from one circle, not even gonna bother.
If those two teams
Face
can
checking
fight and
that,
no
good
flame can
stuff
third
coming
party,
out
that
from
could be
them.
huge.
Shark, they need to try stopping this team. This team is the one
They have the
that is
cams, so
right
they know
above them.
that Shark and
A lot
No
of
Flame
kills on
are
the side of
fighting.
Shark if they are able to put a stop to
Or I can
Midnight
assume
Central
that they're
here in this
fighting,
game.
and they're gonna start up the wick.
Maybe there is a chance.
This is a little dangerous, I think. Shark could easily just pull around. Same with MSJ. They're kind of zoning each other though, so No Flame's gonna get free wick here.
There's a lot of teams around here, so opportunities for No Flame at an all-time high.
Yeah, well.
Felix not gonna be able to sneak by here. Bikomachi should see the Felix.
Great job by them, but will they
Oh, they
be
don't
able
see
to
them.
use it
Wow, he is
effectively
able to
enough?
sneak
So
by there.
They're gonna have to face check the bush, and now they're gonna be fighting Bikomachi. A lot of damage on the Shochi Goodbye, actually.
MSJ in the fight here. They were able to pick off one, but a lot of damage onto the heart.
But is it gonna be enough? There's that garden reverse.
It'll just be a one kill. Shark is here though.
Coming on in, and here we go.
Heart is hiding.
You don't see the heart?
They're
They
split.
don't see Romantic in the back. They're just gonna be
Celine gets
chasing
picked.
these.
They might be
There's
able
that
to finish
Twilight
off
Knocks not gonna
Celine
land, but
here.
there's the slow.
And there's
I
Celine. They might
think
get
that
Nikki
spells
too.
doom
I don't
for
think they'll
at
get
least
Nikki.
one
Oh,
member
Nikki
of
goes
MSJ,
right
but
into
they're coming around
Bikomachi.
the corner. Bikomachi
Bikomachi doesn't know she's
able to get them
alone.
up.
That's so unfortunate. They want to try and res. They don't want any part of the solo
There's
Nikki.
No way that they do something like that there.
Okay, surely Nikki
Liana
dies
is
down there.
running.
Oh, they found the heart.
Liana might be able to
Well, Heart's gonna go
get
down
most of
here.
back up,
One more
but
ult.
Oh god.
EQ from Sua.
Oh no,
Good
is Romantic
dodge.
gonna
Oh my
die
God.
here? There's that piece.
He's gonna be back up. She might be able to get away.
No, he has Flanger. He has Flanger.
Oh, but is it gonna be enough?
Oh, there's no
No
flame
flame
is here.
coming out of the red. Why were they
Guess what?
over
They're
there?
on
That was
side.
crazy.
They're gonna try and kill
They're gonna pick up
Sasha
the last
here,
kill on
and they
MSJ. I guess
get
Nikki didn't die down in the hospital.
Oh my god.
Wait,
that
okay, hold on. What is happening down here in hospital?
is masks here.
So No Flame picks up a kill
Yes, here it
on
comes.
MSJ, and they're gonna be able to pop the Sua from Shark as well, and they're gonna probably look to chase down. This Nikki is on a quarter health, and she's fighting a Priya and a Shukai. Oh, Shukai, did he run out of timer? They didn't count their timer.
Oh my
This
God,
Nikki's on
that
1
is
health.
Massive for them. Turn around, turn around.
She gonna
You
get
guys need to
both?
Turn around right now. And there we go. They're gonna
There's the
start
parry, good
going
parry.
on to the IREM. Oh
Oh, she is dancing on that Priya. That's so unfortunate we don't get to see that fight.
my
Because I think
God.
that Nikki hard outplayed
Nice.
both and saved the game from MSJ there. Yeah, there goes the Priya. Oh, no, that's not Priya.
There's
We'll see if this
no
Priya
way.
dies. Yeah. Dude, this Priya can't kill this
This
Nikki.
is-
There's another parry.
This is
And
no
she dies to timer. Holy MSJ. Is that Donana? I think that's another hero play that we didn't get to see. Holy shit, that was crazy.
game. Honestly, it
Oh
has
my
to
god.
be.
And look, there's no
He's
way.
gonna pop.
The Nana pops here.
Yeah, it's the Nana.
This is
He's gonna
actually
die
so
to
smart,
red, but he's
denying
not gonna be able to
another
give
team one kill,
points
right?
over to
Like,
No
I mean,
Flame or
It
Shark.
might be a little bit weird, but I think this is actually really smart
That's
here
not
from
bad.
Danana. He did manage to pick up a couple kills on the bottom side from what I remember. There
Yeah,
was
he
a couple
picked up
people
2
down
kills
there.
there.
What happened to
Oh
them?
my
Did
God.
Danana just solo all them?
Is this gonna be Bikomachi versus No Flame?
Holy, I have to tweet about that. Holy. I can't believe that she won that. Sorry, 1 second. This is very important. All right. That was crazy. I can't believe he won that.
Final zone.
Anyway, we have look what we're setting up here. We have one from Shark, one from
That is
Ragnarok,
gonna be the
And then it's Bikumachi versus No Flame.
Oh
What a
my
hype final
God.
zone that would be.
Oh my lord. Well, let's find out. No Flame are gonna
No Flame
find
finds Shark.
Of Shark here. I don't think Bikumachi.
Oh, there's two
hears
from
it.
Shark. Sorry, not one from
Trying to
Shark.
go in right
They might get a
now.
pick on Adriana. It
Go,
flashes
blink
away. It's a one Alonzo E
These
cancel.
kills,
They're
you can
just
see
gonna
No
They're still
Flame has
following.
Reds.
It's a lot of poke coming out. Sylvia healing is really helpful though here.
Frankie a little bit low, but they're just gonna be.
There's two. Adriana cancels it again.
Canceled. Oh no, Superior hits the wall. They're gonna go right on in to Bible though, and a nice Twilight heist, but is it gonna be enough? No, they're just gonna. Oh my God, man.
And they pick up the kill on Adri. Or no, they don't pick up the kill. They pick up the kill on
Finishing
Laura.
line somehow tags
They're definitely
it,
gonna get
though.
this
I think
Laura
that's
kill.
it. There we go.
Yep, that's it. After a year, Bible goes down.
And
Oh
now
my
we have
God.
just the
No
Adriana
Flame,
and
they're
Elena.
Really pushing this. They know they need to. That's the thing. They need to get the kills in the lobby. The rest of them, there is what, 5 kills left. They can go up to 12. As soon as that happens, they can get first place. That's going to be 16. Oh no, that's
So they
gonna
should
be,
see the
what,
Elena here, I
12 plus
think.
8. That's going to be
Right?
20
They'll
points going for them.
walk
That's gonna
into the
be
Elena.
Huge going into game 6.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, that camera will see
What
Elena.
in the name of God is happening, and now they're going to be going right onto the final member of Ragnarok.
They don't want to burn too much timer, but they do want to chase this kill down. I think they could, so they can see that there's 4 teams, 8 people, so they know that
15 seconds,
there's probably
they're gonna be able to take down
2 teams of 3 and then 2 stragglers.
Yeah, this Elena is stuck. She has nowhere else to go. 10 seconds left. This is going to be a dead to rights Elena. Well played.
And there goes
here to
Elena.
No Flame. Oh, the
She'll
kill credit
die to
not gonna
timer
go
anyways.
through. I think the timer
Maybe she'll sneak by?
3, 2, 1, pop.
Oh, she is going to sneak by. They will see
my
her though.
God.
Yeah, and they're just going to chase her
Oh
down.
my God, just a
No
little
Tire?
shot.
Yeah, there's the tire.
From downtown, able to pick up that kill. But let's see who's gonna get the kill here.
So now they
onto,
know that just the Adri is
Rory.
left on Shark. They
Rory
need that
has a
Adri to
decision
die
here to make. I
before
think from the looks of it, he's
they
gonna
fight
go towards the top,
Bikumachi.
but-
Yeah, this is
Oh
odd.
my God.
I'm not sure
No
why
Flame has a
Shark
chance. All of a
felt the
sudden, they're
need to
back.
give the kill
Honestly,
to
they
No
could
Flame
really
here,
do
but I
this.
think
The
you
series is
definitely
not
give it
dead
to
for these guys
Bikumachi.
just yet.
Maybe they're worried
8
about
seconds, 7. Riori
Bikumachi
is
having
up
so
to
many
walk
kills
in.
and like
It's
kind
gonna
of
be
snowballing out
a
the
fortunate
game.
situation here for
Or
Adriana.
not snowballing, sorry,
Here we
getting a
have
huge like
the
point
No
increase.
Flame
But I
Bikumachi
feel like
final
it's weird to
zone
try
in
and
the
give
Worlds. Are you
the
kidding
team that's
Oh my
trailing you by like
God, man.
only a couple
This is
points
what
the
NA's been waiting
the extra
for.
kill.
The NN channel doesn't care about
What a
this.
final fight we got. Superior gets knocked forward a little late on the W.
You know,
Alonzo
I'm
dives
going on
backline.
this.
They're so strong transitionally and mastery though, they can kind of just front to back. Engage on the Felix and then front to back through the Magnus is insane.
And
that's how No Flame picked up the win for that game.
See Frankie A not superior chasing down Nero.
Yeah,
But
Leibun, how's it
guess
going?
what? Nah, I'd win.
And then this cringe ass USA. This is so uncoordinated, dude. Okay, so this is the USA like thing they try to do. Not only are they incredibly uncoordinated about it, Superior is also Canadian, and they're chanting USA.
What are they doing?
Oh
USA?
my God.
They love it though. I'm glad their spirits are high.
Oh my God.
Oh
Good.
my God.
Great.
So going into the
Well,
last
they
game now, this is
were
game 6, and No Flame has momentum, which I think is huge. You don't want to undervalue the momentum going into game 6 here.
Please, I need to read it.
You
What
beg.
was it?
They're
Are
also
you-
riding
are you
high.
not win because
The USA
you're
pose was
superior,
cringe, but I'm
or
glad
are
they're
you
feeling
Frankie
good.
because I-
Game 6s
oh
can
my
be
God.
hard,
was
like
it?
much harder than you imagine,
Or is it-
right?
I
Not
know
only
it's
is the
something
pressure
oh
on,
my God,
but a lot of
already
these bottom
members of
teams
Hongxi.
could opt for like
Holy
gimmick
Lord.
comps or troll comps and end up just
Shark
feeding
starting off
kills
strong here
quickly
again.
to one
That's
of the
one
stronger
point.
teams. As you can see, Ragnarok switched off the comp. They're playing comfort pick. Bullseye switched off their comp. They're playing comfort pick as well.
Gap
Like,
close between. Oh, actually,
and
no.
that
we
makes
got
it
signals.
super rough
Where did this happen again? Was it in
to
scores?
try
Like,
and
was
score
it-
points off if those teams die early.
Oh my goodness. The Shark and Bina and Sejong has just been constantly getting these 1 kills early on. Just teams are not able to
Let's see how
deal
they
with
play
Yeah,
it.
was
Superior
8-4,
finding
as a
one of
matter
them and
fact,
oh,
this is a little bit
you
weird
miss
for Superior,
ER.
who's trying to dash away,
Superior not
and
getting, kind of
gonna
getting
poke this
smurfed
down.
on a
He
little
does have the
bit.
Ampere pistol out.
Definitely
The
would have
damage
died
output
if his
just
team
not
wouldn't
there
come
'cause he
in.
gets
How often do you
crowd
see
controlled
Superior get like
completely, and he is
schmooved
trying
on
to
and
stay
solo
alive, but
killed?
That's not gonna happen. 1
That
kill
was
early on
crazy.
for
That'll
No
definitely
Flame.
wake you
All
up
the
to
top
start the
3
game.
teams getting a kill
Not many
early
people
on.
apply the
Really
gap
good
to
start for
Superior
them,
like
but
that.
It seems like Nero's about to fall here in just a moment. That's gonna be 2, I think, maybe 3.
Oh,
favor of Mira and Sejong.
And this is kind of what I'm talking about, right? Like, MSJ already has 3
Very
kills on
interesting.
day 1.
Nice job by them actually.
So that's why these like
get
comfort
that
picks
kill
don't always
onto
work
them.
out. Now No Flame did pick up 1. They're here in stream. They're gonna fight Shark again, it looks like. Now they lost the first fight against Shark last game in
Nice
stream. Let's
job
see how they
by
approach
them.
it. Frankie's on half
No
SP.
Flame walking on into Shark possibly.
Can't
here.
engage on Sua again. Need to
He lost
either burn
control
the
of this in
Sua
game number
W.
5. This is a
They lose
different
the
composition that
Bears,
Shark is running here
or
too,
engage
so
on the
guys,
Laura.
No, this is the same composition, so
Yeah.
they got to try around a little bit more.
And
this time
Alonso's
around.
just gonna get burned down right
Not gonna
away.
have it. There
Not
is
even gonna be
no
able to
follows
engage.
through
Happening.
these tight corridors.
This is the same thing that happened before.
So same thing that happened last game. Frankie and Superior opt see pings up in Temple, opt to go towards police station instead. Really good awareness. Probably would have ran into another team.
Yeah, these tight
They had just
corridors
ran
just
straight up in the
bad
Temple,
for-
and we saw
for
what happened last time they
aren't
did that
able to
too.
find aggressive
Superior
jump
got picked
in.
off.
So I don't know why they're still contesting things like this, but
Now,
it
because
is
they're
what
in
it is.
third,
You know, that's
going
just
into
the
this final
decision that
game, they do
ended
need to
up
play
making,
kind of
and,
aggressive
we'll see what ends up
and
happening
try and
here.
pick up as many
Kamshi
kills as
trying
they
to fight it out
can.
up against Team
I think if
Mira and
there's
Sejong.
every game where you have to play like all out,
we
this is
go.
kind of
Push
it.
this through. They're gonna try knocking
Kidnap doesn't
down
quite get on the Priya. They
will
should
get
still pick
one.
her
That's
up.
gonna be 4 on the side of Mira and
It's crazy how good
This
MSJ is at getting picks.
What a
Shika
rock.
is gonna get picked off here as well. Felix is safe in Chapel, but there goes 2.
Onto Rachel. Unfortunately, Rain Day currently only going to be the last member left, but it
50
looks like they're
seconds left into
outnumbered
day
right
1.
now.
Yeah, Mira and Sejong is
See
pulling
where
ahead
they
really,
go.
really
They probably go to
quickly.
Meteorite.
Shark
Yep,
not
there's
even
Meteorite and
being able
Alley.
to
So
keep up
carbon
with this. Same
copy
thing
of
for No Flame.
game
There's
1
4
so far.
kills on the side of Mira
Leaves the
and
fight
Sejong
to
right
Shark
now.
and Stream,
This makes
and then
that
go
gap
for
just
Meteorite and
wider.
Alley.
17, no, actually 16.
And it looks
point
like
difference
Shark
between
is
No
going
Flame and Mira
for
and Sejong right now.
Tree
It's still very
and
much
Cemetery,
possible,
so they
but
won't.
with
They're
the
opting
pace
not to
that
fight
Mira and
No
Sejong is
Flame for
going
that
right now,
Meteorite
it
again.
is seeming like an uphill
Having lost it
battle.
last
Shark
time.
trying to contest this. Can they actually get the fight? That is the question.
MSJ
They're
versus
trying to
Shark
deal
early
enough
is super
damage.
good for
A lot
No
of damage
Flame.
going down on
If one of these
towards
teams could
this.
eliminate each other early, that'd be awesome.
Continue to follow through.
Even
Purite
setting the
uppercut in
behind
just
is
a
pretty
moment.
good. It doesn't look like anyone's
be
gonna
up,
die out of
Shark.
this soul. And there's the disengage, gonna walk
Lose
back the
enough damage
tree.
for now. The Nikki needs to
A
rest
double
up.
wipe,
There's
a love
zone
shot
control
double
coming
wipe
through
there
from
would have been
Sony. More fights
perfect.
on the eastern side of the map and the western side. This is all over the place, sir.
Yeah, Bikamachi trying to take down Rachel here at the moment, and the dash is not going to be up in time. It looks like they're going to be able to pick up their first dub of the game, while MSJ, meanwhile, grabs the Tree of Life in Cemetery. Ragnarok will find Shark here. Calling card is out on to the Marcus. Looks like
I
they're
know
gonna be both
Shark
of them
ends
out.
up getting a
There's
meteorite
that
on
smash,
the
Maria
other
Oregon
side of the
all
map.
way back
Oh,
in
there's
alone.
TP from No Flame into hospital, trying to get the wolves again. They're gonna get gifted a kill from Shark. Shark's gonna lose 2 here. And No Flame's gonna pick up 3
I think we have
kills.
just picked up 1. There is another going in favor of No Flame.
Huge for
Luckily,
No
the Sua
Flame
of
there.
Shark
A lot
is
of
gonna
kills coming
completely
down,
make it
setting
out.
Shark behind.
Superior, I think, trying to chase down another person. Maybe we'll see if that kill count goes up to 4. Another fight again in archery.
Doesn't look like
range.
Superior is
Felix
gonna
just
pick up the
constantly
last
locking
kill.
down this Aiden. Will not be able to get away from that
Bikamachi
one.
also
That
picking up
will
kills too.
mean
This
we're
is
gonna have
a lot
nothing to
similar
say
to last
down
game.
on the ground. They are still hunting. Bikamachi still wants more kills.
We really want more here. Bike is up, and again in a few
Battle zones
seconds,
are in
we gonna
archery,
see it? Yep,
fire
there
station,
is the bike from hell onto Tia.
And we'll see if there's another one. I think there's one in
Gets smacked into
stream.
the wall with that heavy strike. There's that armor pen coming out as well, but Shochi
Unable to get
Kubai
the
is
kill here. Magnus
and
is gonna go down. He's gonna get
Sure
chased down, I
unfortunately went
imagine.
down, and this is both 2 members
Felix
of
will stay alive,
Bikamachi
though,
going down,
hopefully,
with Mirai
for Bikamachi.
leaving the last one alive at the moment.
Did you see that Alonso just waddling at max speed? That was so funny.
Yep.
Man, No Flame almost took out Shark again. That would have been same as game 5 once again. How did that stun Nikki? That was crazy. He's still gonna die, but... And there's a horde here for MSJ. Oh no, it's just the single wolf.
Mira and Sejong, they are pulling ahead so far of all the other teams right now. I don't even know what their transitions
They have 5
are
kills
looking
already
like,
though.
but the Heart is probably sitting on 3 at minimum at the moment. They're about to start calling more
So No
stuff
Flame's
in.
probably
It's
in
gonna
the
be
stream
fully
battle
built
zone.
Hearts.
They're probably gonna
If
look
teams
to
aren't
walk the
prepared for that,
temple
that is gonna be
to get the
super,
horde,
super
make some
bad.
call-ins as well. It looks like Frankie just called and A-Not just called. Yep, so they're in the stream. It looks like it's gonna be free. They'll pick up the bears as well. So gonna be super strong after this. In a really good spot after picking up those kills. Level 11. They're a little bit behind Shark and MSJ, but still keeping up with the lobby.
I don't know what Nero's doing here, honestly.
Yeah, he's trying to run to the best of his abilities. I actually don't know how he got a movement speed buff there, because he didn't hit any allies, so that's weird. Did they remove that precondition?
don't know. Oh my lordy, here we go. Another big fight. Shoshi
This fight's gonna go into the battle zone again.
Here, as it's going to be one member of Ragnarok down.
Oh, look at the Felix dodging so many autos.
Going to be able to find success here. There's the Puppet Theater for the knock-up, and now only one member left for the battle zone, and that. Oh wait. Oh, a little more.
It's winnable for Felix. He dodges everything. He has his team with him, but really good plays.
Yeah,
Looks like Bullseye is over in Temple, so they might have a contest with No Flame for these bears.
That is the reason why so many people hate playing up against Felix. You time those crescent waves so well. Yeah, that will happen to you. Just one more auto. Just one more auto was all they needed, but that one auto never came to fruition.
Yeah, unfortunate there.
Oh, looks like Nero's gonna get cut out here. Just leave Felix.
Getting a little bit bullied there by
No Flames here. They got their eyes on Bullseye. They didn't get the bears yet, but they did get their. Oh, they didn't get their Collins yet either. Superior still sitting on 284 credits. 2 items. They still should be strong enough though. Looking to engage on the Aiden. Full rainbow hits too. That's really bad. Echelon's dashing through them all. It's a ton of damage. They're gonna go down here, I think. Spirit goes back in. Frankie needs to bike away. He dives back in with them. Doesn't pick up the kill. Gets hit by the yellow. He has to dodge blue here. Good sidestep. I don't think it's gonna matter. Gets knocked up by the Echion. And that's the end of No Flame. Unfortunately, No Flame comes 8th in game 6, the final game. They needed to have a big game, a little bit of miscommunication, I think. They either needed to back out or just go back to their battle zone or harding commit on the same target. Getting hit by that full rainbow into the Echion dashes did like all of their health. So really unfortunate. I know they wanted kills. They wanted to play super aggressive to try and get the points, but going 8th is so tragic for the final game, especially coming off a win. They were in 3rd too at this point. Had a chance to actually win if they had gotten a lot of points this game. Overall though, I think they played super well. Here's the final scores if you missed it. The team that they just died to unfortunately came last in the whole thing, and they ended up going 3rd. Really big gap between 3rd and 4th though, so you can say they were definitely a top 3 team at this tournament. B Kamachi also coming 5. Not bad. Hopefully we get more NA representation in these international tournaments. Super proud of the boys though. They held their own. Looked good out there too. None of them was just like third parties. Like they won some fights, picked up some kills against Shark. Couldn't figure out how to solve MSJ, a little bit unfortunate. The only time they killed MSJ was off a third party, but they definitely figured out how to fight Shark. Played to their advantage. Alright, that was Play Like a Pro Worlds Edition. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. If you were here live, if you watched on YouTube or you're watching the VOD, please like the stream. It helps me out a lot. Share it with your friends. This was Play Like a Pro Season 2 Episode 1. Next week, we will have Eternal Return live coaching or live VOD review for you guys, my subscribers. Be sure to check out my community tab or my Discord, and you'll be able to find a submission link to how you can submit your games. Make sure they're from this patch, please. Otherwise, I won't be able to view them. But thank you once again. That's going to be the end of the stream for me. Hope you guys enjoyed.